Welcome back to the Low Budget LCS! I'm LaChance, and today I'm blessed to be joined by the big man himself, Bigfoot.
Just to be clear, nothing about me is large except for my feet. I'm actually quite petite.
He's 20 feet tall. I've seen him in real life. He's practically a living skyscraper. Now,
People are going to know who I am because there's only one 20-foot tall man in the world. You just doxed me.
I'm sorry, dude. That's my bad. I'm messing up so early. But we're going to rectify that right away. By the way, something I'm realizing, you might not have the spectate link, do you?
No, that's accurate.
I'm going to send that shit to you right now. Folks, this is... Oops. That's not it. This is the Economy Finals of Season 13. We have two incredible teams ready to face each other for your entertainment today. It's Doggy Bone Goblin Zone versus Two Town Gaming. And they are off to the races with the draft. What a couple of
fantastic logos.
So good, right?
Yeah.
So good. One of them's insane, and then one of them is like really well designed.
Slick. One of them is insane, and one of them is slick.
Angel, tonight you have myself, LaChance, and my co-caster goes by Bigfoot. So Hello. You'll become familiar with our voices as the night goes on, and thank you so much for joining us for this incredible event. What's up? Time to Clown. Time to Clown, which in my head I was like, Two Town Gaming? Maybe they're on the Two Town Gaming side? No. Let's go. Doggy Bone, Goblin Zone. Their allegiance is clear right away, but Loki is here for Two Town.
DBGZ could stand for anything.
It could stand for anything.
I think until Time to Clown clarifies what they were talking about, we can't make any assumptions like that.
Dragon Ball, Godzilla Zone.
I also was thinking Dragon Ball.
DB needs a poppy. Anyways, we are well into this draft.
Yep.
We got a lot of things going on here.
Yeah, so just at first glance, Doggy Bone Goblin Zone grabs the Zaxarath and Jinx. Like Zach, I feel like Zach is just really annoying and disruptive in competitive play, especially at this level, right? So I think Zach's one of those champions where you look at it in pro play and you're like, oh yeah, it's okay, but like unless they're tuned really strong, people don't play it because some of the weaknesses are mitigated by what the pros do really well, like having perfect vision and having split-second reaction times to stop and engage. As great as our players on the LBLCS are, not being professional league players does open up some picks that are sort of very strong at this level that you don't see a lot in pro play, and I think Zach is one of the strongest ones. I think Jarvan is another one of them, so I like that those are both in the game. You know, we're about to round out these comps, so I'm not going to go champion by champion just because we're a little late to the party here. But I do think that both teams have drafted really strong comps. I think the one sort of question mark here for me out of all 10 of these champions is the Zerath, which I'm assuming is going to go bot lane with Jinx, because looking at this team, it would be insane to go anywhere else. But it feels like maybe a comfort pick rather than one that's working for the team. You have sort of Zac, Jinx, Diana, and Ornn, which want to, engage and be frontline for the Jinx, whereas Zerath is that, poke champion from a farther range. Two Town, Lux, Caitlyn, incredibly strong 2v2, have Jarvan and Shen engage Malzahar for some really good sort of spacing in team fights, and that ult to just stop and shut down someone. I think in terms of ease of execution, Two Town has an advantage here. Shen and Malzahar and Jarvan, all really, really solid, strong champions that have very straightforward play patterns and potentially game-changing abilities. Doggy Bone Goblin Zone, though, if Jinx gets going and Zach finds angles, I think that's that, right? Jinx kind of rips through Two Town Gaming with maybe the exception of Shen and maybe Jarvan, depending on the build. So I think these are two strong compositions that in late game team fights both have ways to win.
I completely agree. I think something that jumps out to me about the Doggy Bone Goblin Zone, Doggy Bone Goblin Zone, about the DBGZ composition is their ability to engage in these team fights from a mid to long distance range, right? When you've got something like a Diana or a Zac who's gonna jump in on someone, they might appear alone, but out of Fog of War could be coming a Zerath ult, a Jinx ult, maybe even the other diver, and then an Ornn ult as well. We have a lot of really long range tools that can be used as triggers to follow up on something that could be a trap. And if there's one thing that you and I both know about the minds behind the Doggy Bone Goblin's own team, is that they're psychopaths who love setting traps.
Yes.
So that's
No,
something we're
crazy
going to want to
people.
keep an eye out for in this game 1.
Yeah, it's crucial to understand that Doggy Bone Goblin Zone. If you didn't immediately think about it when you heard their name, and then that further wasn't reinforced by looking at their icon, it's important to know that they're crazy people.
And let's really give a shout out to Loki, who's making a great goddamn point. Same can be said for Two Town Gaming. They've got the Shen ult, the Lux, and the Kate 2. Very similar situation. So I guess we're just going to be looking out for sneaky traps. Will either of these teams take advantage of those situations? And credit where credit is due. I think the assisting power of Two Town Gaming is, as you were mentioning before, much more simple to pull off. Shen just has to click on you, and all of a sudden you've got a shield. Or is being transported in with Jarvan, diving in as well. But it's VV Sal Jinx, so it's like Turbo Scare. Yeah, VV Sal's been having quite the season. I've been hearing, been having a really strong season as the ADC on the side of Doggy Bone Goblin Zone. Also, by the way, of course, the casino is open. You can bet your hard-earned schmeckles right now.
You know what that means?
You tell him, Bigfoot.
To spend all of your schmeckles because you gotta spend money to make money. And if you don't, you're, what do we call it? A coward.
I'm on your side this time. Normally I try to be the voice of reason. I try and maybe take this as an opportunity to educate people financially, a way to sort of grow your wealth and invest in your future.
That's what I am. That's what I'm doing.
He's right. He's right. Bet it all. Bet it all, because if you're alive but you don't feel alive, right? And this will make you feel alive. Get to it, folks.
So true. So true.
Cat and Crunch, all in on Doggy Bone Goblin Zone. That's what I like to see. Angel, we got to go cheap game 1. You got to feel the teams out.
Angel, that's an amateur mistake, and let me tell you why.
Then we bet
spending all of your money actually influences the game.
Hold on.
If you want it hard enough, you'll be fine. But if you don't spend enough, you won't be able to influence the outcome.
Spoken like a true Mets fan. Conjuring every demon possible this season. We almost did it.
So close.
Angel, here's the thing. All right, I like that, but we're holding you to it. You have to check in with us on game 2, fair. Angel. Yeah. This is a sub-storyline now. You've inserted yourself into this. Check in with us game 2. Tell us where you put all of your money.
Yeah, if you don't mind, if this isn't too personal, can you tell us your starting schmeckle count?
Yes.
I would like to sort of follow your portfolio throughout the evening.
Will Angel be able to become an angel investor? That's the question that's on all of our minds right now.
Well, I have a lot of really good ideas that need some schmeckles, so I'm hoping the answer is yes.
We're actually relying on you, Angel, so if you could sort of acquire as many schmeckles as you could, we would personally appreciate that.
Yeah, and I can't give you any details right now, but at the meeting, I certainly can.
Dude, Two Town Gaming in the chat as well. Obviously saying let's go Two Town, but also saying they're about to lock in. Two Town Gaming, good luck this series. Very excited to see this play out. Loki's got 65K.
Not even a lot, actually.
Not even a lot. How much do you have?
Well, right now 0, because I just spent all of it on this bet.
And how much did you bet?
All of it.
Okay, we've got the count from Angel here. Starting 22.5K.
Whoa, big money. RK, what are you actually at 130,000? Someone either has not been listening to me or listening to me a lot.
There's no in between.
I think it's probably what's a dog? We don't even know. PB's delivery service, it's one of those things that the more questions you ask, the more questions you have. So just sort of accept that Doggy Bone Goblin Zone exists, and you'll be okay.
Yeah, even trying to break the team name down, it's
don't think too hard about it. You're gonna hurt yourself.
Yeah, it's really hard. Market Waterski makes conservative bets on teams and they're rich. So listen.
Wow, that sounds dumb.
It's obviously where the Goblins. You're part of the way there, Captain Crunch. You're part of the way there. But of course, you've bet all of your money on Doggy Bone Goblin Zone, so you're already invested. Wait, where are my manners? My apologies. 11 minutes ago, Snowflake Gecko, you followed us, and I didn't say a fucking thing.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. I apologize. I don't know if you're still here. Maybe you're playing in the game and you just followed. You're going to come back and watch the VOD afterwards. And if you happen to hear these words, I just want to personally apologize on behalf of the low budget LCS from all of us here today. You're valued. Bigfoot, who do you think is going to win this game one? Looking at these comps. Sounds like a really twist in your arm here.
Well, okay, because if I'm just looking, okay. If I'm just looking at the compositions, I'd put my money on 2-Town Game. It's a much simpler composition to execute. It's much more straightforward. I think they have more powerful ults. I think Shen is a strong pick in the top lane. I think Malzahar is a better lane matchup against Diana. I think Caitlyn Lux is a stronger lane, at least early on. And I think Jarvan has a really great synergistic ult with the rest of the team. And Malzahar's got a point-and-click ult. Like, simple, clean, wonderful. Doggy Bone Goblin Zone is straddling, riding the lightning a little bit. It is a little bit harder to pull off. Some Diana engages, Zac engages, Ornn engages, but they're crazy people, and they have the crazier moves they have to make. So I think on paper, maybe 2-Town Gaming takes it, but I think that the X factor of Doggy Bone Goblin Zone on a more wild card sort of composition gives them a slight edge. I'd say like a 10% higher chance. Another thing that we haven't talked about is that Plead the Fifth is on Xerath. Plead the Fifth loves Xerath. So I mentioned earlier in the draft, it felt like a pocket pick, and it's because it is. Now, it's not terrible in the composition, but I think that sort of discordant matchup is evened out by the fact that Xerath is being played by the hands of Plead the Fifth.
He certainly does have a reputation. The other side of that coin is people know what you're about, they know what you can do, and they can prepare for that. And I don't think that 2-Town Gaming is a team that's coming into this series lightly. I think they are coming in here laden with the weight of this opportunity, and they know who they're playing against. That's my guess coming into game one. I'm saying that based off of just the fact. Obviously 2-Town Gaming in the chat, they said they're going to lock in. They said they're ready. I think they've done their homework.
Yeah. No, I don't think the disparity between the two teams is very high at all. I think this is going to be tight.
And the bets would agree with you. We've got...
It's only a few thousand difference, right?
Yeah, it's really close. Let's see if I can turn that music off, okay? All right, beautiful. Coming into game one, we have got a classic play. Look at this level 1 invade, double ward right here, some damage, a flash from the Caitlyn, and right away, Doggy Bone Goblin Zone showing us what they are all about. Creativity, invades, risks. They want to take them. We're off to the races.
So an invade like that does a couple of things. One, most tangibly, it gets them a small amount of gold. Second, most tangibly, it burns a flash on a high impact target. Though I do think burning a flash this early is nice, but not the end of the world. It is already regenning. They're not even going to meet in lane for another 30 seconds. It's not the biggest impact play if you don't capitalize it. What it mostly does, most importantly, is the intangible stuff. It sets a tone of, we're coming for you. Caitlyn's going to feel a little bit on the back foot being down a summoner, even if it's not one that they were expecting to need right away. It also lets Doggy Bone Goblin Zone's bot lane be really aggressive here. Look where they're standing. I mean, they were caught out, but like, it sets a tone for the lane and the game.
Absolutely. Yeah, these just burning any resources early on, I think, puts you in a situation where you're like, okay, we have to play conservatively, we have to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah.
And again, we're coming in here at the end of the season, right? These are teams that already have built their coordination, their cohesion, and they're here in the finals for a reason. And I would have to imagine strong mental plays into that. Look at that trading in the top lane. So much of the health bars on both sides just disappeared.
Yeah.
Oh, that zap lands.
Yeah, Bugaboo Finn gets stronger the less fun he has.
Mm-hmm.
And relegating him to Ornn duty, he does not love. So I expect a strong performance from him on this champion.
Absolutely, but Sulfic looks ready. That last trade, I think, really went in the direction of the Shen. God, plead the fifth, landing all of his
He is
CC.
low on mana.
He is low on mana.
Yeah.
Xerath can get it back at the very least.
True.
Sulfic versus Bugga would be such a good top matchup to watch if they weren't both on tanks. I think they're gonna find a way to make this exciting.
No, this is gonna be fun. This is gonna end up being pretty fun.
Bigfoot, can we talk about how much of a nightmare this bot lane looks like for both teams? It's so many things to dodge. There's so many just like parts of the lane that can get shut off through abilities.
Yeah, it's bullet hell for both sides. The upside, another upside of burning that flash early is that the lane that wanted to be hyper aggressive does have to tame themselves a little bit.
Oh.
Sorry, I thought that he was going to be able to pop that W there.
Me too. Devil King with the nice trade right there. I think that moment. Oh, let's see if something happens right here. Oh, double damage. The zap doesn't connect, but Jarvan is coming around down here as well. Look at Lux cutting off the escape path. Vivisal's going to get slowed. There's the exhaust coming through as well. That's going to be the flag and drag on to plead the fifth. He's looking quite low. And first blood goes into the pocket of TR.
Great gank. Using their aggression against them, right? Playing back a little bit, waiting for the right time, knowing that Xerath and Jinx were going to play up, try to poke damage, get them out of position.
Oh, here we go.
And now here, another fight in the mid lane, burns the flash.
Wow. Immediate flash, and that is what he needed to do. He was dead to rights if he didn't flash out of there.
Yeah, you gotta respect that.
Now,
this is a sketchy situation for Shen, though.
This is a very sketchy situation for Shen. Zach is in that top neighborhood. I just want to highlight something that I've heard you say multiple times, which is that burning a flash doesn't matter if you don't wrap around and take advantage of it.
Yeah.
That summoner spell only carries weight. Oh, let's give Wormly a second.
This is gonna work. Oh, yeah, it's yep. I thought it was down. Yeah, this early on, right? Like burning that flash on Malzahar doesn't do anything yet, right? He's not in a position where he's got the damage to sort of flash ult and kill someone instantly. It only matters defensively for him right now, like 99 times out of 100. So unless you're coming back in and using the fact that this champion is not able to instantly disengage out of a gank or a team fight, it just sort of doesn't matter. You know, it's already a third of the way back.
And I think that actually highlights the play that we just saw in the bot lane, where the Caitlyn lost a flash really early on, and Two Town Gaming obviously somewhere that's on their radar, and they're like, okay, well, let's actually gank you first. Let's put you in a position where we're gonna counter punch before you get the chance to take advantage of our weakness.
Yes. And that was, like I said before, right? They read that play really well. And it's a chess match, you know? You burn the flash early so you get to play aggressive. You get to play aggressive so the other team comes at you in response, although that's a ton of damage.
Speaking of aggression, yeah, all that CC, and the patience of that CC too. Just all the slows, and then the trap, and then the Xerath stun. It's all there.
It was very nicely layered. They don't have the damage quite yet to finish that off, but it does relieve a lot of the pressure in that lane. And Jarvan was down there either looking for a dragon or a gank, and now that kind of is less possible. Though Malzahar does rotate down now, and I think they're just going to take this dragon. They still had enough pressure to make that happen.
Yeah, it doesn't look like Doggy Bone Goblin Zone is in a position to really contest this. Maybe they'll throw a... Yeah. Toss something into the pit. If you can catch
They
them
scale
sleeping.
better. They scale better anyway. I think it's okay to give up an early dragon, knowing that you don't really have the push in your mid and bot lanes. I think that's just that. But that was a good read from TTG to know that they could take it there, and also a good read from Wormley to know that he can take the grubs, which is not as nice as the dragon, but it's not terrible. Gets all 3.
Listen,
Really
we're
slows farm down.
7 minutes into this game, and I am really impressed with what I'm seeing from Two-Town Gaming. So far, we've seen really really productive ganks in the bot lane to counteract missing summoner spells. We've seen them take advantage of a short window in which they had an advantage to take a dragon. And now we're going to see in the bot lane probably another gank. I'm just looking at the mini-map. It looks like we might see some sort of dive. That's a pretty fat wave.
Ooh, that's a
Dingleberry
risky dive.
goes all over the wall right here, but he's just going to take some damage, get slapped around by Plead the Fifth, and they will be able to disengage. That could have gone really bad.
Yeah, a little probe there. It's really diving in that position in any circumstance is a little dicey because of the health bars of the bot lane for Doggy Bone Goblin Zone, but also not having ult as Jarvan means that you
Flash ult! Only going to connect with one right there. The fight continues as Dingleberry trying to kite his way up backwards. Caitlyn slapping down auto attacks.
It was a nice try. I like the aggressive play from Diana. Diana's damage still a little low, and they were desynced from Zac coming, so it does burn some flashes. It does give their bot lane prio. It doesn't get a kill, but I think they're going to be happy with it anyway. Zac is just farming up, keeping even with the Jarvan, which is nice. Doesn't have to expend a ton of time and energy. Diana loses a little bit in the mid lane, but the tempo bot lane should... They want to accelerate this Jinx, right? Diana's going to get strong at 2 items. They want to accelerate the Jinx as much as possible as well.
I mean, looking at CS, looking at gold, both teams pretty close right there. There's a plate going over to Jinx. Speaking of, but
this is sneaky from Jarvan. I don't think that they expect Jarvan to come back right away.
For a third
gank?
gank?
Yeah.
Absolutely. Look at this. Wrap it around.
Plead
the Fifth is going to drop some CC. Zac is here. That was a good flash, buying himself some time. Traps, actually, they've got a front line here now as Wormley is going to ult themselves. Dingleberry looking good on that dive right there, but he's not able to pull it off. VVCL walking up. He's trying to get something. Oh, the ult of Caitlyn. He's going to get it. Zerath was in the middle of his ult, and now look who it is. Diana's showing up, finding themselves in maybe a 1v3 situation. What can Plead the Fifth do to help out here in this fight? And Lux cutting off the escape right there. A flash forward. They're going to get taken down as well. That's 3 for 1 in favor of Two-Town Gaming.
Yeah, Dingleberry really making some nice plays here. Made a lot happen for bot lane. Caitlyn has 3 kills now. That's going to really, really make their mid-game fights a lot easier to handle. That was really nicely played from TTG. And they just seem a little bit more coordinated. There's a little bit of timing issues right now from what I'm seeing from Doggy Bone Goblin Zone. They're, not as synced up, I think, and it's making some of these fights sort of awkward and disjointed. Nice flash burn there. I don't know if they had to.
I'd go a step further. I wouldn't even say that what we're seeing is disjointedness from the side of Doggy Bone Goblin Zone. I think we're seeing really structured play from the side of Two-Town Gaming. They are consistently creating these opportunities. They're reading that they have numbers in an area, and they're just continuing to throw, people at it. And in reaction to it, Doggy Bone Goblin Zone is coming up. But I'm really seeing a team that's putting the pedal to the metal.
Yeah, and that's what they have to do, right? Into a Jinx, into an Ornn, you kind of do have to just try to move as quick as you can, and when you get an advantage like this, you have to push it. So now that they have this really strong Caitlyn, I wonder what they're going to do with it. I would imagine that this dragon that's spawning in less than a minute is going to be the next target of their macro plays, although top lane looks like a pick.
Maybe in a little bit of trouble here. Horn's going to get called. It's only going to knock up the Shen.
Okay.
That'll be enough for the disengage. This is important for Two-Town Gaming. They don't want to go down 6 grubs to nothing.
Yeah, and so that was really nice for them. They didn't get a kill.
Oh my God, wait a second!
Oh, this Caitlyn is so strong.
Dude, full combo from the Lux into the Caitlyn ult. You just can't live through that as a Xerath.
No. So that's going to be grubs for TTG and I would imagine this dragon.
Wormley's going to find his way onto this Lux right here, actually dealing a considerable amount of damage, but Lux is able to disengage.
Yeah, it's just not there yet. So much of Doggy Bone Goblin.
Look at this Diana angle.
Oh,
Look at this Diana angle. She's going to get a kill right there. And now Caitlyn in the 1v3. Who's going to get this one? Going to be picking it up. It's the Jinx. They really needed that.
That was absolutely enormous. That swing, it doesn't swing in their favor, but it keeps under 1,000 gold. And Jarvan's still going for the dragon here is a little risky. They have Jinx. They have a no Shen ult, no Shen TP. It's going to just be a 4v2 if they force the issue here.
Yes,
I mean,
indeed.
I know that Wormley and Jinx are a little low, but...
Oh, let's see some poke from Flea the Fifth. Going to lower Devil King just a little bit. Diana dropping
Here
a
comes
ward
Lux.
in that bush. Lux is on her way. They're maybe going to go for the Flag and Drag and the ult. Really nice CC from Xerath right there.
Yeah, huge capitalization from Doggy Bone Goblin.
Uh-oh,
that's a
Bugleberry
great
thing.
play from Shen.
Dude, that taunt was sick.
That was clean. So TTG ends up denying the 6 grubs from Doggy Bone, but then Doggy Bone then denies an early 2 dragon. Nice flash for flash. An early 2 dragon from TTG. So all in all, the last minute has really been heavily favored for Doggy Bone, I think. Just the shutdown going out to the Jinx is really helpful. This Caitlyn is still really strong though, right? So TTG still has to push. They have to understand that even though they just sort of like lost the last 60 seconds, it's fine. They're still up. They might have lost a hair of tempo, but they should still feel empowered to make some aggressive plays. So it's really going to be on this Jarvan to do that. But Doggy Bone Goblin Zone does not want to let them be the only aggressive team right now.
No, yeah. Speaking of aggressive plays, Wormley showing up. I think that's the 7th bot lane play that we've seen in this 13.5-minute game right here. God, Sulfic wants Buggles so bad. He can see it. It's so possible for him to get that kill right there.
And especially seeing Zach gank bottom, Sulfic is now empowered to push up, knowing that there really isn't going to be any punishment that he gets from standing really far up in the lane. So he has the luxury of being able to do that and just crash these waves. He doesn't have ult quite yet, but I don't know if Doggy Bone knows that. So you see missing pings go down the second Shen leaves the vision of Ornn.
Yeah,
Okay, Jarvan is now pathing top.
Yeah, I mean,
I wonder if oh, he's on a ward.
He's on a ward. Rift Herald they're feeling strong on their top side. Bugleberry's stuck around for quite some time. Him and Sulfic are quite low, but look at that knock-up right there. It might be a dive, but they don't have that big of a wave. Flag and Drag is going to go for it. Going to try and get the auto, but he hits the turret instead. Wait a second, doesn't have a lot of time left. Bugleberry Finn doing everything he can to live. 2, 3, oh, not the third turret shot, but Diana's
they've got back up.
Maybe to get that kill. Hold on a second, that's a flash. He's only going to take 1. Diana trying to cut him off. Sulfic stops the back. Teleport coming in. They're committing to this. The Jinx rocket does go astray. Oh, but he doesn't go for the berries. He instead gets killed on the back end. And now Malzahar in a bit of a rough spot. The Devil King is getting ulted on by the Zac right there. That's a double kill for Diana. Cut to the bot lane. Maybe a little bit of a skirmish. Whoa, what a play top.
Yeah, Ornn delaying long enough for the reinforcements was great. I don't know if they needed to commit the TP and Shen to stay. I think you just cut your losses and say it's a 1-for-1. But with that swing, Doggy Bone is now within 1,000 gold of TTG. And they're taking the Rift Herald.
Yeah.
They won't have plates for it, though. And Caitlyn still is... I'm still really scared of this Caitlyn. They got to be so careful. So I'd like to see TTG start to invest some resources down bottom. I think that was a nice try on the dive top. It made sense. Ornn was really low, and Rift Herald was spawning. But now that Rift Herald is about to get taken, and Shen and Ornn are both a lot harder to kill, they're just going to get into a tank slap fight top. I want to see Jarvan look bot lane for his next dive. Because you want to clear this vision, you want to play aggressive, you want to get this Caitlyn even more fed, and you want to get this Jinx down in a hole.
Yeah, you've really got to keep that pressure on. Dingleberry's going to flag and drag in. Nice cutting off that path with the traps there.
Mid turret's low. They're probably just gonna drop Herald here, right?
Yeah, I mean, that and Bigfoot, I think you're spot on there. Hold on, we've got Malzahar ulting. Look at the
really good ult from Malzahar.
Wow, almost 100-0ing them.
It actually might deny gold from Diana. Yeah.
Wow.
That actually was a not insignificant play. Diana does have 4 kills now, but
yeah,
you know,
we've got
anything you can do to slow him down would be nice, I guess.
100%. And you just look at who has the kills right now, and you can already see the story playing itself out here as Diana's job is to kill that Caitlyn. But Malzahar, you know, can point and click, stop a dive in theory.
Yeah, it's going to be Malzahar's job to ult the Diana, but like we saw in the top lane, they have to wait. They can't use it as an engage. They have to use the ult reactively. We saw in the top lane that they used it on the Diana to try to save the Shen and prolong the fight, but Zach just instantly CC'd Malzahar and knocked them out of their ult. So Malzahar has to be really careful to almost use his ult as peel at this stage in the game for the Caitlyn. If they get into a big team fight, which looks like might happen pretty soon. Both top laners are backing. Both of them have TP. Shen, of course, has his ult. Shen has his ult and Ornn has TP, so they both can get there if they need to. Although Ornn is just walking there. This could be a full 5v5 for this next round.
I think you're right. He doesn't seem to feel pressured. Dingleberry is going to flag and drag in. Some CC's going to catch the Thor Lord on the back line, but nice CC in the end. Look at that Jinx rocket. That was massive kill right there. Okay, Jinx lands the zap, walking up, plead the fifth, might get cut off, but Diana's here to help out. Before he dies, he gets the CC onto the Devil King. Diana finds their target. Dingleberry has to back off, and now the Caitlyn's here. Sulfic operating as the front line, but what is there to stop this Ornhorn? There it is, knocks up the Caitlyn. The follow-up with the Zac. Diana's walking in too, but Vivicel's the one that gets the kill. Sulfic has to dash over the wall, and now the dragon is open and free for Doggy Bone Goblin Zone to take.
Oh, that was disgusting. That was, honestly, Shen, I also did not think the Jinx Rocket was going to kill Malzahar there, so Shen holding his ult I thought was really smart. Does not pay off. Does ult in later at a nice time, and it looks like everything is going to sort of stabilize and even out, but some really disgusting layering of engage and CC from Doggy Bone gets them the dragon and a win on that team fight, and now all of a sudden they're up 1,000 gold, up a kill, up a dragon, up a tower, and this is... TGG is certainly definitively on the back foot at this point now.
Absolutely, yeah. I think we've seen that was like our first like full pitched 5v5 battle. But even with that, actually, it does pop off in such a strange way, right? Like Dingleberry does flag and drag in, goes a little bit further. We have that insane duel of the ADCs. That Jinx rocket is gonna live in my mind for a long time. We're gonna have to clip that and put that somewhere because to recognize the angle on that was just beautiful.
Yeah, I also don't know if... I wonder if... Oh, here we go. This might not be great for Zach.
Let's find out. Wormley getting exhausted, but he's got backup here. And Bugleberry Finn, oh, he can close the cap on the cookie jar here. Let's see if he can stop him a flash away from Dingleberry. That's going to be a lot of damage from the Jinx rocket. Look who's excited. It's Vivical running forward. They're going to get that zap, get the kill.
Oh, no.
A double kill for the Jinx. And now things seem like they're in kind of a tight spot for Two Town Gaming.
All of the gold that Doggy Bone Goblin has gone essentially exactly where they want it to go. If you could tell them that they have 11 kills to spread out, they would probably make their KDAs look something like this. That's scary to look at. Now, Caitlyn did pick up another kill, is 5-2, work on a second item, but Ornn's got a lot of armor, Thornmail. This is... TGG's going to have to dig deep into their bag to claw their way back into this one because this is an accelerating Jinx with a team that seems to be hitting all the CC that's tough to hit that I was alluding to earlier.
Absolutely.
Baron's coming up.
Now, Bigfoot, we're looking at this. Oh, Devil King finding themselves in an isolated spot. Not nearly as much damage as they were able to do before. Still some. The Devil King in some trouble as Diana walks forward, and they do get that last bit of damage off. Damage ticking down.
Oh, the shield came up.
There goes the shield. Lux is walking down.
Lux might be able to snipe.
Oh my God!
Oh, beautiful. That's a nice 1-for-1. All right.
The Lord
that's where in Discord
clutch.
Lux has got to say solo kill. So.
That that feels like it was very consequential, honestly. Just getting a kill on the Diana, getting more gold.
Yeah.
Onto this Lux, which like, hey.
And just getting Diana off the map
Yes,
for a little bit.
absolutely. There's no objectives coming up right now, but it's going to allow them to at least operate with a little bit more in peace.
Yeah.
And, I mean, not for
I mean,
nothing.
that bot turret was dead if Diana stayed on the map.
Yes. Yes, absolutely. It saves the tower, and Lux support will end up doing some inconsequential damage, for sure.
Yeah, especially, I mean, Lux support has one target in late game team fights. You throw a shield onto as many people as you can, and you try to hit Jinx with everything you've got.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely. Couldn't agree more. Big shout out to someone you don't know, highlighting a message that says LeChance licks toes.
Who is it? Who?
You're making him so happy right now. This is just a victory lap for someone you don't know. Who you do know.
Who?
I'm just...
I get that I don't know them, but you, like...
There's no way for me to win. I lost the second round. that was it right away. Okay, so Bigfoot.
Yeah.
We've, the seesaw it's been a victory lap for about 3 years.
Yeah. It's like, you ever see that atomic bomb versus coughing baby meme?
No, what?
Okay.
Wait,
It's like that.
real?
It's like who would win, atomic bomb or coughing baby?
Oh, I'm the coughing baby, aren't I?
You're the coughing baby.
Oh no.
You were gonna ask me a question and then I called you a baby, so I good.
Yeah, you did. There's the tower. Uh-oh, hold on a second. We got a round 2.
Oh,
Devil King
goodbye.
also has the full combo, but Caitlyn's here with their ult as
Wait.
well, and that's gonna do it once again! Lord Thunder from up on high gets the kill, and now, last time there wasn't a big objective for them to fight around, but now Dragon is coming in, and folks, they need this Dragon. They need to take control of this game once again, but they've used
Diana
some
has
important
teleport.
ults.
Diana has teleport, but still dead for 25.
Yeah, and I don't know if they have the angle to...
Dragon's up there. I think they just rush it, right?
I think they've got to
just
look
hope
at
for
that
the
poke
best.
right there from Plead the Fifth, but the damage is going onto the tanks. The Devil King in a
they're
lot of
split.
trouble. That's the double knock of Zerath with the ult as well. Onto Caitlyn, who has to play DDR in the backline. Dingleberry is going to ult onto Vivisal, but Vivisal had flash, gets away, has the cleanse as well. But look who it is. It's Sulfic diving onto the backline, but Exhaust is there to do everything they can. And ultimately, on the other side, Wormley doing what they can to disrupt the backlines here, but a teleport's coming through. Caitlyn, she lived through the dive. Zach passive, can't forget about that. He's going to come back up. Oh no! Caitlyn took a second to turn around, taunt them, flip them the bird, but it was just enough time for them to kill her.
Yeah, it felt like a little bit of a split call there from TTG. Some of them started on the Dragon, and some of them just sort of tried to plug that hole to stop a flank and like team fight a little bit or sort of poke at the weaknesses. I think you either have to go and use your number advantage to try to win a quick team fight there, or just rush down the Dragon. And the split call lets Doggy Bone take everything they want there. They get a couple of kills, they get their third Dragon. They're looking, they're looking good.
Absolutely. Yeah, they've really taken control of this game again. And for the folks that are just showing up, this is not what this game looked like the entire time. Two Town Gaming really came out hard and strong, took control of this game. They were in the lead, and Doggy Bone has just had a series of successive wins that have catapulted them into the gold lead and the dragon lead that you see here right now.
Yeah.
What's next on the map for these teams? What's the next thing? Is the apple of their eye barren right now, or are we just sort of like massaging the map and taking towers down?
So it really is going to be up to Doggy Bone to decide what the next thing on the map is. Because if you're in the driver's seat right now, you do have two pretty valid choices. Choice number one is, like you said, going for the Baron. Baron's going to be really good for them. Jinx takes turrets really fast when excited. Diana takes turrets so fast, so getting a Baron buff and being able to shove these waves and take some turrets is going to be nice for them. Though it's still pretty early in the game, and they could make a slightly more conservative play and look for the Dragon Soul. It's going to be up to...
Maybe a pick. Here we go. Flash forward. That's going to be Shenel coming in onto the Devil King right here. Vivisal does survive the burst. But is it enough? They're walking into no vision, forcing Doggy Bone Goblin Zone back. Oh, Dingleberry, there it is. The double knockup. That's going to be on to Plead the Fifth as well, who's able to flash out. But look at Diana coming around. They get the Devil King right there. And now, oh, Lord of Thunder in the back line. Caitlyn has to dodge all the Zerath. Old Buggleberry Finn doing what they can to disrupt this Caitlyn. Caitlyn now cut off, pulled in with the Zac ability right there. That's going to be 2, 3 kills. A double kill for the Zac. Don't know where the other kill went, but nobody from Doggy Bone Goblin Zone has fallen yet, and Baron is free and open.
Yeah, that's going to be Baron, unless there's some sort of miracle luck snipe, which is TTG's way back into the game. I like that they're trying to make something happen. I like that they're saying, look, we understand we're on the back foot. We understand we're going to lose the scaling battle. Let's at least try to get a pick here. Let's use Shen ult. Let's use Malzahar ult. Let's try to use the CC off of the Lux to pick someone, right? But it didn't work out for them. It digs them into a little bit deeper of a hole. They're down 6.5K now. Baron goes to Doggy Bone, and Doggy Bone might try to end on this push.
Yeah,
Jinx has an Ornn item. Jinx has, you know, a lot of tower taking potential, as does Diana. And Zac and Ornn are tanky enough to sort of push forward with impunity.
Totally. I think the opportunity is there for Doggy Bone Goblin Zone to end the game right here. But this is
we see all
also,
4 mid.
This is also a part of the stream where I'd like to remind everybody, this is a best of 5. You can drop a game, learn a lesson, and come back with a vengeance. And I think that Two Town Gaming has plenty of things that they've learned from this game. Because this is, even though there's a 6,000 Goldie right now, this was by any means a blowout. There are plenty of opportunities for Two Town Gaming to turn the tide of this game. And I hope that they're learning from each of these fights what to take in a game 2.
Yeah. Oh, absolutely. Yeah, it is. It's a chess match.
Yes. Marathon, not a sprint.
The games themselves are chess matches. Pick ban is a chess. Like, there's so much.
Here we go on the back line. VV South's going to get engaged on. Ornhorn's being called to try and stop Dingleberry, but VV South gets taken out.
That's huge.
Yes, he actually did his job right there. Wormley's going to go down pretty low as well, but not to 0. Smite's coming down. That's the Caitlyn ult coming. The Devil King's coming out of the back line here as well, but he's not able to get a connection onto Wormley. Now it's Buggleberry Finn who's the apple of the eye of the entire Two Town Gaming team, and we're seeing backs coming out. Buggleberry says, leave me. Oh, wait, teleport. Whoa,
Diana coming on the
Zerath
side.
Through. Oh, he's buying time, and he does it! Plead the Fifth! Gets the kill onto Caitlyn.
Insane. Still, huge play from TGG. Fantastic pick. Wonderful ult to isolate the VV Sal. VV Sal gets caught out of position. That's going to delay slightly their ability to set up for this dragon. But what it really does is it gives a little bit of confidence to TGG, gives them a little bit of gold, lets them reset, spend that gold, and set up around that dragon, which is spawning in 10 seconds.
Yes.
Now, this is huge. If Doggy Bone Goblin Zone gets Soul here, that is a very scary proposition to have Ocean Soul on Ornn Zac.
Yes, indeed. Angel's right. Kate's going to be down on Dragon Spawn, and it looks like Doggy Bone know that. They're sending everybody down here.
Ben has ult.
Yes, indeed. Buggleberry Finn coming around the back line. Devil King fine from that spell shield that just got popped right there. Does dodge the zap from the Jinx as well. Now they've got the Caitlyn. Now they're going to walk forward. Shen has not ulted just yet, but they are just going to blaze through this dragon. Ain't no chance to stop them.
Yeah, it's so we're starting to see some of the limitations of TTG's comp, namely that they only have one tank if they put Shen in the side lane, which is not terrible if you can set up a fight really well and you're the aggressor, but when you're on the back foot and you only have one tank, you can't really push up into anything. So the second they meet any resistance from the Zac engage or the Ornn E,
Wormley going in deep right here.
Jarvan on the side.
Honestly, seems like he's just trying to bait out abilities, and that did kind of work.
Yeah, Jinx's flash.
Big ups again to Bailey. Been calling him Dingleberry. Dingle Bailey 2 fights ago. He was
Look,
able
if
to
you name yourself Dingle Bailey, you gotta
You're
understand
asking,
that
course.
someone's gonna call you Dingleberry.
Yeah, it's virtually unavoidable. He did get to assassinate VV Sal. You know, he's got damage at least to do that, is what it seems. You know, Vivusal might need to take a little bit of poke, and everyone else needs to be distracted, but it's possible. There is an angle. Now, Soul is in the pocket of Doggy Bone Goblin Zone. Baron, not on the map for another 90 seconds. Oh, God. Wormblade on this Kate. Just such a terror. Elder spawning in 4. I think, obviously, Doggy Bone Goblin Zone is buying time, treading water, and they're just going to try and push in and get this Baron as soon as it spawns.
Yeah, I mean, that's the play for sure, I think, here.
It's the play they've got enough power to do at the very least. Like, that's
True.
If they want to pull that lever, they can. Now, the question is, what setup do they want to do beforehand? Because, you know, as people play more and more League of Legends, I think it's widely acknowledged that Baron can be used in one of two ways. You can earnestly try to take it, or you can start setting up to take it, leave people a path to come in and try and stop you, and then pull off and kill them. The question is, which are they going to go for? Dingleberry. Maybe it's a trap. He's just standing there. Maybe it's a disconnect. Bogleberry Finn. Okay, I just want to say, big honor there. I think Bogleberry Finn literally just walked in circles right there to make sure, like, that they weren't connected, because that seemed a little bit weird. And we've got to pause. Indeed, it was weird.
Yeah.
Angel says, where are my traps? I was advertised traps. So true. And we'll see if they bring traps into this last portion of the game. I was going to say last half, but once you're past 30 minutes, that's you're well past halfway into the game.
Yeah.
These are not hour-long games. Can you remember what the longest League of Legends game you've ever played is?
Probably like an hour and change.
Okay.
I don't know if I've ever gotten to like 70 minutes or 80 minutes.
Yeah. Yeah, I know I've gone past an hour, but not by much. Maybe like 65 minutes. And that was many, many patches ago. But here we are, 32 minutes into this game. Two Town Gaming. There was a 65-minute game in Financial this season. Les Force, were you in that game? Jesus. If anybody here was in that 65-minute game, please tell us how that possibly came to pass. Yeah, I have no idea how that would play out. Ardent Meta was enough to drag the soul out of my body with long-ass games. Fair enough. Fair enough indeed. So Bigfoot, what do you think Two Town Gaming should be talking about right now?
Yeah, that's what I'm trying to think about here, because it's always more interesting and challenging to think about what to do when you're behind, right? When you're ahead, the big challenge is like, oh, I'm going fast, I have to make all these decisions. But now that you have this pause, it's actually pretty easy when you're ahead to be like, all right, let's do this, this, and this. TTG has to really think about their next play. They don't have anything outside of their base except for 2 wards and a wave. So with Baron respawning in 23 seconds, Elder not spawning for 3.5 minutes, you gotta make the read that Doggy Bone Goblin Zone is almost certainly just gonna go set up for this Baron and take it in your face, right? And Doggy Bone Goblin Zone is gonna check them. They're just gonna stat check them here. They're gonna say, we have 5,000 more gold. We have a stronger team fighting team. We've cleanly won the last 5v5 team fights, not counting a couple of picks. We're just gonna challenge you for this neutral. And they have the vision, they have the setup, they have the comp to do it. So if you're TTG, you kind of just have to hope for a steal. You have a decent... So, I mean, you can decide to team fight them there, or you can decide to try to snipe it, or you can decide to try to sacrifice someone for a better steal, right? So team fighting is the riskiest option, but the highest reward. If they 5v5 at Baron Pit and pull out a miracle, if they snipe this Jinx, if they pick the Diana really quick, if they catch Doggy Bone Goblins are out of position. They win the fight. They get a bunch of gold. They take the Baron. They can push. That's best case scenario. That's also very unlikely.
Mm-hmm.
The safest call is we give up the Baron, we turtle in our base, maybe we farm some supers, but we send Lux out to see if we can maybe Hail Mary and ult and snipe the Baron. That'll at least get us some gold, slow down Doggy Bone, and let us farm more easily inside of our own base. The middle ground of those two, which I actually think makes it the worst option, is have Jarvan try to steal it himself.
Mm-hmm.
Now, it would almost certainly result in his death unless he gets incredibly, like, if he's able to sort of, there's a very tight window where you EQ in, might steal it, flash out, run away, and your EQ comes back up and you get out. It's more likely that you're going to go in and you're going to die, but get the Baron in like a 50-50 maybe.
Right.
That also is insanely risky. They don't have vision. It's essentially a blind guess, as blind as Lux is, but it's just a higher chance of stealing it because of the true damage on the smite. I think that TTG has to decide between either the highest risk, highest reward option or the lowest risk, lowest reward option, which is a team fight, throw it all, everything in the kitchen sink at him, hope you win the fight, take the Baron, or just try to do a Lux snipe and turtle in your base.
I think you're totally right.
I don't think there is a fourth option.
No, I think,
other than just not even trying to get it all.
Yeah, you have to like whole ass whatever play you make, and I think you're right. If Jarvan dies, Jarvan dying doesn't just mean that you only have 4 people protecting the base. Not that Jarvan has amazing wave clear, right? Either when you're turtling up, you really want Jarvan there to either counter dive or try and stuff their dive. But if Jarvan dies trying to get the Baron, doesn't get the Baron, now they're like, oh, they have 4 people, let's push hard, right? If they just take the Baron, there's sort of a conversation that's like, okay, everybody back, let's go to lanes, let's okay, how do we think? Like, they feel like they have a little bit more time instead of that there's like a gap in the armor that they feel like they've got to take advantage of. If I had to dream up a fourth option, it is a mix of it's a play on the third option, on the first and third option, which is you clear out vision as much as you can. You get as close as you can, knowing that they don't know that you're there, and you let them take the Baron. And then, once they've taken the Baron, and while they are backing, everyone,
Try to catch someone sleeping.
honestly, everybody flashes over the wall. Any movement ability you have that can get you over the wall, you burn everything to get over the wall, and you try to surprise kill them in that moment where they are least suspecting, because you have
that would be
already
crazy.
seeded it. That's the hardest, I think, of any of the options to really pull off. But
Yes.
it's just there. If you were gonna brew up a strategy, it would be this like insane trap, because Angel's looking for traps. But yeah, very hard to pull off.
Nigh impossible, I would say.
A nigh impossible. And it certainly, if you don't pull it off, you lose the game right there.
It is really, I don't know. When you have a composition like this that has the gold lead they have and the neutrals that they have, it feels almost like a foregone conclusion. So you just have to decide the amount of risk you're comfortable with to try to flip the odds.
Totally. And I mean, no matter what, you have to make another momentous decision in 3.5 minutes. Like, Elder isn't really something that you can give up and expect the game to go on, and that is a fight you more or less have to take. I think in 13 seasons of the low budget LCS and casting God knows how many games, I think only one time have I personally ever seen a team without Elder beat a team with Elder. Maybe twice. But it's just so difficult, it's so unlikely, and the other team has got to they've got to...
It just doesn't happen.
It just doesn't happen. It just doesn't happen.
I actually think though that Doggy Bone doesn't want to even get to Elder. They recognize that if they just cleanly get this Baron, they can, if they manage it correctly, just finish the game.
Yeah. I think that's the ideal strategy on the table.
And even though they scale better, right? Like, you still want to end the game as fast as possible, right? Because they have scaled. There's no more waffling. You don't have to think about, oh well, we do scale really hard, so let's wait till Jinx gets 3 or 4 items. It's like, you're there. Every second that you're not winning the game right now is a second where something insane can happen, right?
Mm-hmm.
Things can turn on a dime, even if it's unlikely. You just gotta close. So get this Baron and close should be Doggy Bone Goblin Zone's plan. Yeah,
I agree on that as well. Doggy Bone Goblin Zone's plan is really straightforward. And then Two Town Gaming just has to pick one of the 4 reasonable plans that we've laid out.
Right. Now, the 5th option is waiting for a forfeit when this timer runs out.
Well, unfortunately, Two Town Gaming is the one who initiated the pause, so it would be them who...
Okay.
Yes.
I thought... Oh, I see. Okay.
Yeah. Dingle Bailey.
I saw Dingle Bailey, but you said Dingleberry, and I was looking at Buggleberry.
That makes
so I this
sense.
whole time thought that Buggleberry disconnected, but it was Dingle Bailey that disconnected.
Yes. Very reasonable.
Okay.
Well, speaking of waffles, Dragon Slayer Luke has subbed with Prime. Thank you so much, Dragon Slayer Luke. And they say, yikes, why is my bathroom full of goblins? Maybe pressing this button will help. Dragon Slayer Luke, that button won't help you, but lucky for you, Bigfoot is a goblin exterminator, and he can give you his top 3 tips to getting rid of goblins in your apartment.
Absolutely. So much like with any other pests, so much of removal is going to be baiting them into something that can harm, kill, trap, get them out of your house somehow. So first we have to get into the mind of the goblin, right? What does the goblin want, and how can we use that desire to bring it to the place where we will lay our trap? Goblins want a lot of things. But I think one thing, based on a D&D campaign I just finished playing with LaChance, they love raw meat. So you're going to want to go to the grocery store. I know that prices are up. You're going to have to just get over it. You're going to have to get a big slab of raw meat. I'll wait for you to do that. Let's give you a second.
Yeah. That is probably the first
Now that you have your slab of raw meat, what you're going to want to do is you're going to want to set your trap. And before you set it, you have to decide on what your trap is. And all of the best traps that I've ever seen are improvised, homemade traps. So I would go find, I guess it depends on the kind and size of goblin. We're going to have to make this a little bit bigger just in case, because I don't know, and you don't want it to be too small. So I would gather a lot of sharp objects and a medium-sized box. And you're going to want to just put all of the sharp objects in that box.
Bigfoot, you mind if I jump in and tell the people at home where I like to find my traps?
Yeah, please go ahead.
Y'all should take a walk to your local library and go ahead and rent yourself the Blu-ray DVD version of Home Alone. That's, the original script of that movie was actually about a young boy defending his home from goblins by laying all of these traps. But eventually the studios just sort of realized that, this is too plausible. We should make it about a home invasion and defending yourself from humans. So a lot of those traps were actually made with goblins in mind, and they are lethal. Let me tell you.
Yeah, so really, so after you've gone and bought your raw meat, and after you've gone and watched I would imagine both of the first 2 Home Alones. You don't want to watch the third, but Home Alone 1 and 2 is what you're going to want to watch. Choose any traps that you like from the Home Alones. Personally, for goblins, I like I said before, something sharp, one of the more sort of sharp-based traps, not one of the blunt force objects. But I mean, you really can't go wrong with any of them.
You can't indeed, and we are right back into this game. You'll have to wait for another pause to get the rest of
I think
our...
you could figure out the rest of this.
I think it's pretty obvious what step 3 is. Yeah. In this 3-step plan to defend yourself from the goblins. Okay, now we get to see which of our 5 reasonable plans Two Town Gaming will pick, and whether or not Doggy Bone Goblin Zone will follow through on the one plan we thought they could do, or whether or not they'll surprise us. Now, okay, they're actually going in, they're clearing out vision. It seems like Two Town Gaming is deciding that this is something they want to fight for.
I like it. This is the one that I would be advocating for if I was in this call. You gotta
100%.
throw down. Go for it.
Yes, you do. And now they're going for flanks. The danger is that they're going to split their team up. Okay, Baron down to half health right here.
They have some vision.
They have some vision. They've got a pink ward in the pit down to 6,000. They're going to go for the flag and the dragon, the steel right there. Look at the back line. That's going to be Diana going in, trying to get that Caitlyn. Caitlyn's going to get taken out. VVCL's going to get that kill. Zerath is ulting as well. Lux shoots the ult out, but not able to take down that Zac, who is still full health right there. Look at that Buckleberry Finn trying to 1v3 off the back line. Devil King did make it over the wall. They're going to get some dot damage over. Flashing forward, looking quite low, but not dead just yet. Oh, they pull them off of the Baron, but now they're just going to rinse and repeat. They kill Caitlyn, and then they can just go back to it.
And Caitlyn is such a crucial part of the team fight, right? Like, once the Caitlyn's dead, Doggy Bone Goblins don't have to worry about this steal. There's not enough damage on that team to make this scary. Yeah, you just stick someone in the back. They've got Diana here just playing keep away. They're going to clear out that pink ward. There's no more vision. Jarvan might go for the Hail Mary. He doesn't have flash thing where he does spot that smite. They don't have vision. The Lux
there it
goes.
is. The flag and drag's in there. He's going to go for the smite, and he steals it! Two Town Gaming, they get the steal. It's plan number 3, and it works. Wait, sorry, plan number 2. Holy shit.
Well, we're not sure if it's worked yet, because they did lose another person, but Caitlyn is up. So they're going to push really... Doggy Bone is going to push really hard in the mid lane. They want to get something for their time here. Right? They shouldn't overcommit, though. It is a little risky
they need to
if they just sort of A-click forward, but they don't have the Jarvan appeal, and it looks like they want to fight. They want to end this, but they're a little...
Diana's going to go in, try and find Devil King right there. That's going to be the suppression. Wormley's going to dive to that too, but it actually fails. They actually get a kill. Devil King's getting the Shadow right now, which is keeping him alive. Zerath has to switch targets right there as Caitlyn lives through it as well. That's 2 members of Doggy Bone Goblin Zone that died. The Caitlyn ult's just been used as well, and DBGZ is in full retreat.
That's what I was saying, right? Sometimes when you lose an objective like that, but you're still ahead, you have this tendency to say, you know, we're going to try to do it anyway, stick to the plan, even if you don't have the Baron. But pushing into Baron minions, they didn't have a wave, even without the Jarvan, they couldn't really dive that turret, and they lose the fight. And now, Malzahar TP's top, takes another turret. This gold is swung within 1,500 now.
Bigfoot, I cannot believe that they pulled off plan 3A. The other part of that plan was that Jarvan dies and they all lose the game right away. Okay, here we go. Buckleberry Finn maybe getting picked right here. He's going to walk forward, but VVSal is here. Now, Jinx could fight the whole team as long as they get excited, but there's just not enough damage. There's too many people. The Devil King's in trouble, though. He's going to have to back off. And look at this! It's the Elder! We talked about this! Oh my god! Two Town Gaming! They have found the gap in the armor of Doggy Bone Goblin Zone. They have brought order to chaos down to 3,000. Lux ults as well. They get it! Two Town Gaming! They have Baron! They have
a gold
Elder.
lead!
Oh my god, they have a gold lead too! Devil King is going to go for the fight! Oh, Devil King's looking quite low. Yep, one rocket does it.
Okay. Well,
not much. Wait a second.
There's a bad get Elder!
Oh my god! Bleed the Fifth dies. They trade
so the
one
Elder
for one.
execute didn't go off, but I think the dot from the Elder buff was still applied.
Crazy.
Unless that was just the
Who knows what happened there?
No,
Hot damn. This was the lowest percentage future of what we saw during that pause. That was a long pause, but it was absolutely worth it. Wormley. Still tank. Still super tanky. Oh, they're going to flag and drag in.
Yeah.
They want this fight. That's a taunt as well, but look at this. They can't make the same mistake that Doggy Bone Goblin Zone just made.
Diana's pushing.
Diana is pushing, and this is a great strategy from the Gobos.
They just got to kill time now, right? They need to get Baron and Elder. off. That's a TP. Diana gets the turret, stops the TP.
Oh my
He
god.
TP'd to the tower.
Oh no. Diana gets that inhib. Oh.
Might die for it, but will probably delay long enough.
Oh no, they're gonna go for the kill, and they actually might get it. Yes, they do. It's a 1-for-1. Wait a second. Caitlyn's gone.
He's gonna get
and
him.
Lux is in a lot of trouble here as well. Dingleberry not sure what to do. Dingle Bailey, Jesus, I'm not gonna get that right. Whatever. Dingle Bailey, not sure what to do in that situation. Difficult decision for sure. But Lux is able to make it out. Lord Thor makes it to safety. They get the backs in. Now, here's the thing. Here's the problem. They have pulled off a miracle. Do not get me wrong. But when the dust settles, one of these teams has 1,000 gold lead, and the other one has soul. They have ocean soul, okay? So it is still very much a serious problem. And Two Town Gaming, they were unable to deliver a death knell with the Baron and with the Elder as well. They've simply bought themselves more time. And once these buffs expire, they're in a pretty similar situation. Although, Caitlyn is basically at the end of her build path. She's got one more thing to buy here. Malzahar too, I mean, they're scaling. I just, I don't know if they can win that
I'm
5v5.
trying to like... Both teams have some pretty hard decisions to make now, especially since there's not another neutral for at least a minute and a half on this Baron. I don't know if either team. I don't know if either team's gonna be sort of motivated to make a play happen, or if they're gonna be a little gun shy and just farm it out, scale up, and wait for the next neutral in a minute. I think we just wait a minute, right? Like,
Doggybone Goblin Zone has more space to play with.
yeah, they've got the vision.
They've got the vision
around top side.
They've got the Orange scaling on their side too. They're probably still definitively stronger.
Yeah.
They're not as far ahead as they were before that flip of plays, but still, look at Buggle. This is a trap. Angel, this is the trap maybe you wanted. Okay.
Yeah, I don't know if they had the damage to trap Jarvan there.
No. Probably
Flux or
not.
Caitlyn, maybe.
Yeah. I like that Two Town Gaming is being cautious as they step in here. Now, Lord Thor, though.
That ward that has not been spotted could be the Diana flank ward that ends this game.
Yes. Absolutely. Well, here's a
Or that
coming
is!
in. Hold on. Oh, they don't know it just yet, but
goodbye.
Caitlyn is in so much trouble. There's the Shen ult, but it is not enough. What is that? Less than a second and a half? That could be game, actually. Right here. That could
I'm going to count that as a prediction, even if it happened a little differently than I said.
Listen, I think you deserve it.
Thank you.
What
a nice play.
So good. So simple, so good. That ward was right about to expire, too.
Honestly, kind of disappointing that might be how the game ends, because it was such a back and forth, and all of a sudden it was like...
right here. The Jinx traps are going to get thrown down. Ornhorn's being called as well. Sulfic is actually going to survive that onslaught, and pretty healthy health bars on the side of Two Town Gaming. All they have to do is survive for another 16 seconds before it'll be a 5v5 team fight, which... will they win it? Will they not? That's a good question. Buggleberry Finn taking some damage here. And actually, looking at the top left corner, we're seeing Elder's going to come up in a minute. And so actually, Two Town Gaming needs to do something to stop them from just going to Elder right after this, because I don't think they're going to be able to beat a team that has Elder right now.
I think they're going to just go Baron and end. Unless they go Baron to Elder. I mean, they do have 50 seconds. They're going to rush Baron really fast. I mean, Jinx is full build. They're just going to go Baron. And then they can decide from there. They just have to be careful about a snipe. Lux has ult. Jarvan is up. Has flashback. Has smite.
They might try to go.
But this dies fast. There's got to be the Lux maybe.
So
they gotta be careful.
fast. They get it. They've got to pull off right now.
Yep.
Okay.
Are they back? Okay.
Baron they can handle.
They got to spend, I guess.
I think Doggybone Goblin Zone is just... this is a respect play. They understand that Two Town Gaming has now multiple times defied death and has actually been making some really nice team fight plays. And that the things that have been working have been these, like, macro moves.
Can you check Ornn's experience really quickly?
Uh,
Because he's one level away from having full ornaments on the entire team.
I'm gonna be honest, I don't know how to do that, but I'll figure that out. If this is not a fight, Ornhorn's gonna be called right here. Doesn't connect with anyone. Devil King kind of has a flank right here, but there's no vision in that bush, and they have gotten rid of all of the blast cones. Scrying Orb caught a little bit right there. They're gonna have to go in. They have got to go in.
They have Scuttle Vision.
Something happened right here. They've got Scuttle Vision. I didn't see that. That's absolutely right. Look at the dive right there on the Diana. They're gonna go in. They're gonna immediately eliminate 2 members. And even on the back line, Caitlyn over the walls, pushed off. Vivisal's gonna get dove right there. But if Vivisal dies, oh wait, look at that. The shutdown onto the Caitlyn. The Caitlyn's gonna live for a little bit longer. They're trying to get away from Wormley, but the Zerath ult is the one that is harassing in the back line. And Dingle Bailey in some trouble. Very low health right here. Nothing else for that Zach to auto attack onto. Dingle Bailey's still gonna live. Sulfix so low on the run from a full
They're just going to end mid.
Bogleberry Finn, and they are just gonna go and end mid. I don't think there's
Huge
any
team
reason
fight.
that they need that Elder. That was massive, wasn't it?
Yeah, this Diana has become the atomic bomb for the coughing baby of the carries of TTG. That was just a 100-0 EQ ult or QE ult.
Absolutely, and just like that, on a dime, Nexus is gonna get taken down. A well-fought game from both teams, but game 1 will go to the Doggy Bone Goblin Zone.
That was crazy impressive.
Yes.
Honestly, everyone gets to hold their heads high there, and Doggy Bone's got to be sweating a little bit, because I think they probably had a couple of moments in the early game where they felt like they were on the back foot, started to come back, started to feel good, and then all of a sudden, oh no, we're on the back foot again. TTG played like wild caged animals at the end there, and it almost worked.
Yeah.
It almost worked.
Yeah, it really did. It was, one of those things where, like, just that pause was such a huge inflection point, obviously.
Yeah.
You know, we're talking about all these low percentage plays that will keep Two-Town Gaming in the game, and they pull off the lowest one. And, you know, is there a world where they are able to end the game on that push? Maybe.
Maybe.
But there were a lot of towers up left. The waves weren't in the place they needed them to be.
Yeah, and Diana takes towers so fast. Like, sending Diana top lane was super smart, because it forces them to have to make that decision, right? A lot of this game is just making people make decisions.
Yes.
And then capitalizing when they make one that's not as good. And I don't think that was a bad decision that TTG made, but it forced them to make one.
Yes.
And we'll never know what would happen if they didn't make that decision. But you have to think that there is still a chance that they lose the base race to the Diana.
Yes, absolutely. It was really interesting, like, looking at these compositions. I think the compositions played for both sides the way they were supposed to, but some of the things we were sort of talking about didn't, like, it wasn't so much a game of traps, but I think one thing that was really, really prevalent was how difficult it was for Caitlyn, understandably, to deal with those Zerath ults on the backline. You've got to team fight and play a full-ass game of DDR to, you know, be effective. And Caitlyn was, especially that early game, like, let's not forget the first, 9 minutes of this game. Was it at 13 minutes, 7 plays had been made bot lane, and the first, like, 4 in a row were Two-Town Gaming ganking the bot lane over and over and over again. It was honestly wild. And we do have a substitute change for game 2. Rainbow Samurai coming in. Wormley stepping out. A new face in the jungle.
Okay.
For Doggy Bone Goblin Zone.
So Bugleberry teams are known for having pretty deep benches and also making sure that everyone gets a taste. Right? So I think what it's that is also kind of can be a high risk, high reward, right? It's cool to sort of give a bunch of different looks. It makes it difficult to prepare against, but it also can affect sort of cohesion and synergy. So I thought Wormley had a fantastic game. And in most sports, if you see someone have a fantastic game and then get subbed out, you'd be like, why are you not just riding the hot hand? But it does now make TTG have to think differently about this game.
Yes.
Right? They now have to prepare their draft a little differently. They have to think a little bit differently about this new look that Doggy Bone has shown them. So a lot of the advice that I would give to TTG, I don't know what I would change. Now all of a sudden I'm playing against a completely different setup.
Mm-hmm. And it lets we kind of.
They also subbed out their support.
Oh my God, that's right. Plead the Fifth gone. Big Dog step it in.
Unless that's Plead the Fifth is in spectator. Unless he's just watching.
He might be just watching.
He likes to watch.
He does like to watch. There's one thing we know about him.
He likes to watch.
And this is one of those situations where it's like, okay, Doggy Bone Goblin Zone for the rest of this series are putting themselves in a position where they can pull somebody out like Wormley, where it's like, all right, this dude's gonna pop out with his amazing
nonsense.
amazing Zac, and just like, you're gonna have to try and handle it for one game, and if he pulls off his win and then gets out of there, it's like, we got away with it, now you have to adapt to something else. He pleads the Fifth on that one.
And we're getting some hype for this lineup too. Pickle Hater 77, again, ridiculous take on food, says that this variation by far is the most terrifying version of the lineup. And if this is scarier than the last one, that's
19 steps coming in with the Prime sub. 35-year anniversary. Never stop subscribing. Never stop loving your parents. I love my mother. She's a nice woman.
I love your mom too. 19 steps.
What a nice guy. And your mother's a wonderful human being. We're all so lucky to have her in this world. And also, Mikasako.
Nailed it. First try.
Thank you. Nailed it first try. No hesitation. Thank you so much for being the newest investor in the low budget LCS. We are so happy to have you here, and we will see you at the board meetings.
Thrilled.
Another Mr. L. Still have all your mods. Hey, that's nice. Pick later at the chance. Do you want us to team your sheet? Yes. Thank you, Pick later.
Interested. I'm interested.
Please do. That's nice.
Spreadsheets.
Love spreadsheets. Love cheat sheets. Love spreadsheets. Did you bet on them last game?
Me?
Yeah.
Bet your ass.
So you got money. Oh wait, Angel.
Not that much. I did double how much money I had though. Oh yeah, Angel. What'd you do, Yemen?
Spam Baskin in league chat. Oh, what? All right.
I don't know what that means.
Don't be a dick, Toaster Fridge. I don't know what that's all about.
I don't know what that's all about either.
This lineup is last season's Econ Horizons team plus Buggle. So the synergy's there. Oh my god.
Yeah, but you have to understand that Buggle physically smells a lot.
Jesus.
And it can disrupt any previously formed synergy. Although they're probably not playing in the same room. So that's probably okay.
I am truly curious. I am truly curious. Oh.
I'm at 70K now.
Wow.
Wait, that wasn't who he asked though, was it? Is that who you were tracking?
Angel?
I've lost track of who you were tracking. Oh god, I'm terrible at this.
No. Loki was someone else.
We play in a bunk bed configuration.
What's
all
up,
right.
Wormley?
Wormley, tell me all the people on your team who are top bunks and all the people who are bottom bunks. I want to know.
How big are those bunk beds? Is it a normal?
Are you asking if you can double up in the top and a double up in the bottom?
Here's the thing, Bigfoot. I'm technically on Doggy Bone Goblin Zone.
Respect.
I've been a sub for Doggy Bone Goblin Zone this entire season. Never
Have you
played
okay.
Not a moment. Haven't even talked to anybody on the team, quite frankly. But I did because I popped into their voice chat 2 seconds before because we saw this whole games crashing warning. But Anyways, bottom line is, I've been riding the bench this whole season. Hopefully, chance on the bottom alone, keeping it nice and warm. Yeah, I'm asking like how big the bunk beds are because it does seem like I have a suspicious amount of room. But like, whatever. You guys have fun up there. It's loud up there. I don't know what's going on.
Freaky too.
Freaky. Okay. Bigfoot, we're in draft. You don't have that link again, do you? Let me.
Nope.
Let me check your messages.
Okay. Oh my God, you can't send me that.
Why, dude? Why, man? It's nice.
Okay. Still in bans. Two Town banning Zeri, Maokai, Leona, which again, right now they have to ban differently. Those are some bans that could be impacted by the new jungle and the new support. Seraphine, Mordekaiser set banned for DBGZ. Stands for Doggy Bone Goblin Zone. And now let's see with the first side. So Two Town on blue side now gets first pick. Who do they want as their priority? They're thinking they grab Nautilus. First pick support is interesting, but I like it. It's a sort of power support pick, right? It's got
I love so many things work with Nautilus, right? Like it's just there's not a lot of situations. There's not a lot of situations where you're like, I don't want a Nautilus on my team.
Udyr Rel. So Doggy Bone Goblin Zone gets to show their support there. They show Rel into the Nautilus. They flash their jungler, which is Udyr. I like Udyr. I think Udyr is a little underrated sometimes. One of my favorite junglers. I think can get very strong. Two Town is going to pick their ADC, an early Vayne, which they kind of are empowered to do, seeing a melee support and a melee jungler that wants to run at you. So this isn't the worst pick, although it does leave Doggy Bone Goblin Zone open to, I'm assuming, pick a lane bully of an ADC as their third choice. We'll see what Two Town pairs with the Vayne and the Nautilus. Did they grab their jungler here? Oh,
holy shit, I'm in love.
What is happening?
Is that a
What is happening?
I
don't know what's happening. I don't know what's happening. I don't know what's going on. I was going to predict the Caitlyn, but the Teemo broke my brain.
Okay.
I mean, they did pick the Caitlyn, which is... what?
Wait, okay.
Oh my goodness. Also, I have not seen the new Teemo splash, and it's very cute.
It is very adorable. I don't know what's going on. I'm very excited. We have some live reporting here coming from Mew Life 1. This would be Two Town support. It's his second game on a non-enchanter mage all season. And that means that all of the studying on Two Town Gaming that Doggy Bone has done, they're thrown through a loop. This is not what they've prepared for. This is not what they're used to. I'm excited to see it play out, and I actually, unironically, really enjoy Teemo as a pick, especially when it comes to what it allows you to do on the map. It allows you to mine up these objectives. It effectively allows you to be in multiple places at once. And especially if Teemo's going like big bomb shroom damage, it's going to be big. Captain Crunch, we are going to do predictions for game 2, but they haven't picked their champs yet. So when they're done with that,
I do wonder... Is there a chance they put the Teemo in jungle?
That sounds crazy to me.
Yeah.
I
see Diane ban. I like that they don't want to see, or Diana ban.
Yes.
I like that they don't want to see Diana
and
again.
LeBlanc, I think, are really effective bans.
Orianna, another kind of annoying group up champion. So Two Town is gonna have to show where everything's going now. And by everything, I just mean the Teemo. It's probably top, but we're going to know for sure in a second.
Yeah.
They're most likely picking jungle mid here. They can show mid here if they want to delay a little bit longer. No, they're just going to grab top. Okay, it's going to be Darius. Oh, it's going to be Teemo jungle.
Oh my God. What made you say it was going to be Teemo jungle?
I wouldn't want to play Teemo into Buggleberry then.
What?
And Vigard. Unless it's Darius' jungle, which seems unlikely. I think this is a Darius top.
I kind of like Two Town. I know what people are going to say.
It's insane. Two Town has drafted a psychotic team, and I, of course, love it.
Is it monstrous right now? Teemo Jungle's been S. All right. Fuck me. Sorry. I'm playing a lot of Albion online recently, so I'm not.
Is it really? I don't know anything
Yeah.
about Teemo Jungle.
We're not hip to it. We're gonna learn
It's
today.
still a crazy comp.
It is insane. It is insane.
Teemo Jungle, S tier jungle for 4 patches. I've played since. There's no way it's been 4 patches unless these patches are coming every other week. And then Malphite. Okay, I like the Malphite there.
Let's see you. Okay, let's go over to this thing.
So DBGZ.
Teemo is actually up there.
Sure, yeah.
Teemo
But
Jungle
like,
is
it
actually
still is
up
a
there.
crazy pick.
It looks very weird. I'm
comp.
so excited to see it. Holy shit. Okay, I love this. I'm so excited for this game. We are starting the prediction. Start prediction.
He outclears every other jungle. Yeah. No. But like that's the thing about how. Yeah. So like, okay. This is where the sort of rubber meets the road between theory and practice, right? And like an S tier jungler in solo queue is one thing. Like he outclears every other jungler. That's cool. It's still a crazy pick in a game that's a 5v5 comp game, right? Like.
I agree. But I'm so enthralled. I love it. I love it because of how weird it feels. Angel's putting their schmeckles where their mouth is. Angel, where are you putting these schmeckles? Tell us now. Are you going all in this time? Teemo don't shut down the majority of goblins on damage. I mean, listen.
I mean, you almost certainly should be going all in, right? Like that's. Teemo does shut down a majority of goblins on his damage. Kinda. But you can only shut down one person at a time.
I mean the big scary problem is that Malphite and Orianna are gonna drop an insane amount of AP damage on your head.
And Teemo can only blind one person at a time, right? Like
I don't know how this one works, quite frankly, but I'm more like I used to play like full AP Teemo, but I used to play just like whatever, a couple months ago. Full AP Teemo. I loved how the streams work. That's what I'm thinking. If this is like an attack speed, hold on, we're gonna look up the game or the build in a second.
blinding VV Sal is certainly gonna help, right? But you know.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's every Teemo game though.
Okay. Okay, where are we at? We're over here. Okay. Yes, it is Teemo Jungle. Okay, let me read this aloud to you, Bigfoot. Okay, so what U.GG is telling me is you press the attack.
Maligma. Hilarious.
You go Gnasher's Tooth, Sorcerer's Shoes, into Leandries, then Malignance. Yeah, I mean, like, this is just AP Teemo, quite frankly. Yeah, into Delega. Wait, this is awesome. I love this. And here's the other reason why I think this is good. Aside from the fact that everyone's already saying that people play this a bunch. You're roaming around the jungle. You got plenty of opportunities to shroom up odd paths. I think lane Teemo has a problem where they're in one spot for quite some time. Yeah,
they're forced to be out of position when they not out of position, but they have to work a lot harder to spread out the mushrooms.
Mm-hmm.
Whereas jungle Teemo is supposed to be all in those places.
Exactly. Bigfoot.
But
where are you putting your money on? What team are you drawn to right now?
As much as I'm more excited to watch the crazy comp on Two Town Gaming, I gotta put my money on the reigning winners of the series and the more easy to execute composition. Mm-hmm. Orianna Rel is really strong. Malphite is really good. It's hard to pull off Vayne. Although, I mean, if TTG scales, if they're allowed to get 2-3 items, or even 3-4 items,
listen,
Vayne Viger is scary.
all valid points. All valid points. I'm saying Two Town Gaming is going to win this game, which, by the way, 6 minutes left on the bets. I think Two Town Gaming is going to win this game. We also have the synergy you have to remember of Condemn into Vigar Cage. That works as well. So drop that cage down on a roam or a team fight. Condemn is just going to find an easier, unexpected purchase. I really love this Teemo. I just think it's like, unless they've been scrimming this a lot, I haven't seen this in any of the LBLCS games. Maybe I'm wrong, but just the ones that I've seen at least. I love this. I think this is fantastic, and I think that there's also just the chance that Darius does end up winning against Malphite. It's just a possibility, right? Like,
he's got some early advantage there.
Mm-hmm. He does. Yes, he does. Let's see what
Udyr has much more. I was gonna say Udyr has much more aggressive ganking. I'm like trying to think about this jungle matchup a little bit, and I think Udyr has not only better ganks, but really good setup. Whereas Teemo's ganks are a little worse, although it does have some pretty decent setup. Teemo Vigar's a nice setup. I don't know. I still think this is a little Doggy, Goblin Bone zone favored. Orianna's got two very nice ball delivery systems. They have a much stronger mid game. But if it gets out of hand, Darius can snowball, Vigar and Bane scale. Another reminder that you have, I can't see the timer, but it seems like your time has half elapsed to bet on this match. For those of you just joining us, these are the Season 13 Economy Finals. Doggy Bone Goblin Zone, who won the first game, is up 1-0 against Two Town Gaming. Vigar Cage is super big in this game. Yeah, absolutely. And a lot of go buttons on the side of things, right? I think it's interesting that... So TTG does have answers to some of what Doggy Bone Goblin Zone wants to do, but Doggy Bone Goblin Zone has such a clear line of what they do want to do that you can't possibly stop all of it, right? So the idea that like Teemo shuts down like Udyr and Caitlyn, well, you can only shut down one of them. The idea that Vigar Cage shuts down a lot of the go buttons. Well, they have so many go buttons, right? You know, Vayne can peel pretty well, you know, one person, but if Udyr and Malphite and Rel are all coming at you, you know, it's just a harder line to.
Vigar Cage doesn't stop Malphite though. True to that. True to that.
And we're on.
Yes, we are. Coming into game 2 of this best of 5 for the Economy Finals. Doggy Bone Goblin Zone up 1 game in this series. And look at this early grouping right here. Oh my god, I think they're going to try and do the exact same thing.
DBGZ is ready.
Let's see. Yes, they are.
Oh,
absolutely. Level 1, 5v5 to get the words in. Everyone's ready. This fight's going to pop off. Everyone's going to use their abilities. And Exhaust is going down as well. Lord Thor's going to go down. First blood to the Orianna. Sulfic has to ghost away, going quite low as well. That's 2 flashes. 3 flashes being used. Vivisal's going to get that early fight too. And they're going to keep on going. That's damage onto Dingle Bailey. Dingle Bailey is out. And just look at that. Oh! A kill from Big Dog.
Huge. Honestly.
Yeah, that is massive.
That's a huge morale kill back.
Yes.
Going down 3-0 feels bad. Going down 3-1 with 1 kill going on Vayne feels a little better.
That
not great, but a little better.
No, that was a fiery level 1 right there, and a huge win for Doggy Bone Goblin Zone. A lot of things we were saying.
Imagine starting, yeah,
yeah,
starting up 1,000 gold, before you even meet in lane, and every lane has a kill.
Oh my god. Junglers are going to have, you know, their work cut out for them. That Udyr skin is terrifying. Is he a Sasquatch? I don't know.
He could be. There's really no way of knowing.
Yeah, this already is not a normal game. Orianna is looking so good in this mid lane right now. With the tier and the amplifying tome already, they've got the health pots. They're going to be feeling really, really, really confident.
Yeah. What's that saying? Everyone's got a plan until they get punched in the mouth.
Yeah. Yeah. They do. Say that,
a start like this really throws a lot of wrenches in your plans. Even for both teams, honestly. Like now it's just gonna be who thrives a little in this chaos better in the early game, because a lot of new options have popped up.
Yeah, a lot of new options have opened up. Sulfic, very nice. Gets the pull off right there. No mana on Buggleberry Finn. He's happy to trade some autos right there. Yeah, I really don't know what's going to happen. Let's try and digest here. Let's go down the line. On the side of Doggy Bone, we have 4 flashes used. Only Buggleberry Finn on the Malphite has retained their flash. And on the side of Two Town Gaming, we have 3 flashes used. We've got a flash left on the Vigar and a flash left on the Teemo.
So most tangibly what happens as a result of this is Malphite getting this cloth armor means that Darius's early game advantage shrinks. Caitlyn getting extra damage means that her early game advantage grows. Even though Vayne did get a kill, they did buy boots. So that left them navigate the lane a little bit better, but if Caitlyn can land some hits, they're going to hurt. And Orianna's gold is just helpful. I don't think there's really a kill threat in the mid lane without a jungler right now for either one of them.
Well, Sulfic's in a little bit of trouble right now as a full health Udyr is going to run right at this Darius, and Teemo's in the neighborhood, but I actually don't know. Wow. Actually, he's able to maneuver his way out of that situation. Maybe it was the vision of the Teemo that...
Yeah, plus the wave wasn't in a great spot. So, Buggle really... In moments like that, your adrenaline goes up and you're like, oh, we can get a kill here. Maybe, even if that kill's only a 70% chance, it's still a much higher reward play to clear that wave and deny even just a couple of creeps from Darius. So the gank was successful because Buggle didn't follow it for a kill.
Right. Absolutely, and people are sort of theory crafting how Buggle should play this advantage in the top lane right now, and they're throwing around Tab-Eye, but it seems like they've settled on rushing Bramble and maxing W.
That sounds... I don't know how I feel about the W max, although that's probably right. The Bramble I like. You want to cut down on some of the healing from Darius too. Right? You're not trying to negate all of his damage. You're just trying to not die when you 1v1. Because he's gonna fight you.
Yeah.
The Bramble helps with the Vayne to a degree as well.
The scaling on this Vigar, I don't know if we've talked about that. Just one of those infinite scaling champions here who probably got some stacks in that early fight. And, you know, the more time they're left to their own devices, I mean, you know, we've all done it before, but it's hard to dodge Vigar ultimate, especially when you are a Caitlyn or an Orianna.
Yep.
Okay. Oh, hook does not land. Wow, that
looked okay.
Honest to God, that looked like it passed right through Big Dog.
I think Big Dog can unclench a little bit now.
Yeah. Yeah, the fates are on their side.
Yeah.
Okay, that gank doesn't gain purchase. Dingleberry in the mid lane. So curious to see what these Teemo ganks look like.
Yeah, I mean, they're probably going to look like a lot like that for a while, right? You sort of drive by, you blow dart a couple of times, you tick them down.
Yeah.
And that's really annoying. It's not necessarily going to lead to kills in that second, but just whittling away. I mean, it forced Orianna back, had to burn her TP to come back in, cost Teemo 10 seconds.
Absolutely. And, grubs are about to be... And yeah,
Udyr takes grubs very effectively.
And Vigar's got a back right now too. They're just totally gonna seed this, understandably. I
It's
see-
the right move.
Yeah. Yeah, for sure. Teemo does look like he's walking towards it.
He doesn't really have the lane pressure. He might be able to steal one. Yeah, that's not too bad.
No, that's
He'll
pretty
probably
good.
get
Now he's gonna
out.
find himself in a 2v1 though. Let's see. There's the ult. A great flash, and actually burning a flash from Rainbow Samurai right there. I love that move from Teemo.
Yeah, I mean, worked out okay. You burn a flash, but you deny one of the grubs, and you don't really lose anything else. Vigar was able to rotate over. Can we get a stack check on the Vigar?
Of course we can.
Let me just click
my
on his
man.
portrait.
Yes,
61
61 stacks.
Okay,
He's got
63
130
stack.
AP.
Not terrible. Okay.
Yeah, this is okay.
Yeah, smart flash.
Have I messed up the camera? What's it normally on? Is it normally on direct?
Directed camera, yeah.
Okay.
You can just hit spacebar and bring it back.
Awesome. Good burning of flashes up here. Buggleberry Finn does end up using. I guess he would have had it back by now. But
Yeah, I think that ult was a little greedy from Buggle. I think you might as well save that. I do like that it was kind of just like a, well,
ooh,
fuck you too,
Dingleberry.
buddy.
He's just gonna walk in here and actually
Ooh.
gonna pull the support off from the dragon.
Yeah, that was a little bit of a dicey path there from TRC too.
Yeah.
No harm, no foul there, but that could have been bad. 5 minutes from now, they're dead. So
Yeah.
hopefully that is a lesson that sticks with them for a little bit.
What scaling potential on the side of Two-Town Gaming here, right? Like, there really
Yeah.
is, you know, they will be stronger in the late game, but of course they will always die to the threat of the, like, Malphite Orianna ult.
And Ori isn't a slouch in the scaling department either, but
No.
Vigar does scale forever.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, up the top lane. Just see on the mini-map, we've got them running around. Yeah, I feel like invades are really... Oh, another great flash from Devil King. That had to have been on cooldown, basically. Oh, no, sorry. It was Teemo that
No,
flashed
that was
last
single
Orianna
value
ult.
flash for you.
So far, no one's gotten hit by that Orianna ult. Everyone's flashed it.
Okay. It's a much shorter cooldown than flash.
Yes, it
He's
is.
gonna keep trying.
100%. Keep throwing it out there.
So Darius is just sort of pushing into Malphite, which is going to give him a lot of advantage from the top lane, but hasn't done anything. Ooh, a gank in the mid lane.
Yes, indeed. That's an Ignite taking down. Devil King is actually going to put the cage down. Teemo,
Block it.
nice.
Good block. Okay. I like it. This is the, early stages of a fight. They're throwing some jabs. They're throwing some hooks. They're checking to see how people react. Nothing has landed since level 1, pre-minion spawn, but they're trying.
Their fighting out of the way pretty early.
Yeah, they got gassed in round 1, and now they're just sort of throwing some weak punches while they get their energy back.
I can't remember what I was gonna say.
Okay. I believe you.
Thanks. I am telling the truth. Well, we've got a little bit of a fight here. Still haven't gotten. I don't think I've seen Sulfic get 5 stacks yet.
No. Although I do think there was a moment if he did walk back, which is probably safe. You don't know where the jungler is. You're happy with that trade. Could have walked up and autoed and W auto reset. And I wasn't counting the stacks, but that might have been 5. But I mean,
Yeah,
again,
he got him
probably not
before.
getting a kill there.
Yeah, he probably wouldn't get a kill, but oh, I think I was just gonna say I want to see more invading out of this Teemo so that he can shroom up the enemy jungle. And we can sort of privately be like, oh, they're about to step on a shroom, which Rainbow Samurai is about to step on a shroom.
Mm-hmm.
Not yet though, and they're in the right place. This is Void Grubs. This is the fight over Void Grubs, and Devil King is full health. Devil King maybe in a little bit of trouble. He's gonna drop the cage. Dingleberry's gonna have to come around. Look at that big
That's some nice damage.
2 fights happening at the same time.
And neither have resulted in anything dying.
No
Although I
deaths.
do think one of the grubs has gone down.
Red
Ooh,
team
your steals one, so it's 1 for 1 right now.
1 for 1. Who's gonna get this last one? At the
Red
end of the
actually
day,
would love to get this 4th. It's gonna reset.
They're still happy with the
Yeah.
fact that they got 2.
Yeah, you deny as many as you can. They're gonna be happy with that. They do get the little voidlings, but it's could be a lot worse.
Lord Thor gonna walk in. An exhaust being used. There's not
That's-
gonna be follow-up. From either
Yeah.
side.
Not sure how I feel about that exhaust. Just sort of like,
Just use
do
it
it 'cause you can.
Yeah.
yeah. You are gonna be a little slow for a little bit.
Now, Teemo being played justifies me locking in Teemo. Oh, the other thing I was gonna say is if you ever feel bad about, sort of like out-thinking yourself when it comes to blocking a Caitlyn ult, don't, because this morning in Worlds, that happened with professional players. So
Yeah.
you're all good. Here we go into choke point right here. Dingleberry's going to get locked up, and so too will Lord Thor, who has to flash away. Ignite going down onto Dinglebailey. Caitlyn
Oh, a
ult
TP
too.
for extra measure.
Wow, they really want this one, and that kill is going to go to the Orianna. Oh, they're actually going to keep on going. There's the Orianna ult, which actually saves
Yeah.
the Vayne. Gives them some distance. You don't have to flash all of them. Sometimes they're helpful.
Yeah, that sort of toilet flushed Vayne into safety.
That's definitely what the designers of League of Legends were hoping that it would be.
That was cool.
compared to.
They should, oh my god, they got to make a plumber Orianna.
Oh my god, they do.
And
How
the
have
ult's
they
just
not?
a toilet flush. Then what's the rest of it though? What's the ball? What if the plumber is? I mean, is it just a plunger?
I think it's just a
And it's just, like,
floating toilet.
Sticks onto people?
I think
Oh,
it's just a toilet. It's a full toilet.
Okay.
Which, like, toilets are heavy and dangerous, and, you know, there's a lot of reasons to watch out for them.
But it also has to help people
Yeah.
because it goes on to other people.
Oh, yeah.
Like, how is a toilet protective?
Well, a toilet helps people more than it hurts people, but occasionally,
Depends on who you ask.
yeah. I mean, sometimes they break, and they're, like, really sharp when they break, and you can, like, bleed out.
Yeah, I mean, that happened to a buddy of mine.
Wait, really?
No.
Oh, God. Thank goodness.
You thought you've known me for a very long time. You thought that I
know.
might have had someone who died in a toilet-related injury, and I didn't tell you.
I don't know, man.
Oh, the shroom!
Oh, it happened! Bugleberry Finn being slowed down. Auto attacks coming in from Dinglebailey.
He's gonna have to hold up
Bugleberry
the wall.
running like a little coward. Oh,
Oh,
boo!
hang on. Okay, I'm gonna criticize Buggle here a little bit. Flash is a much longer cooldown than your ult. So
Oh my God, he had
does
his
he
ult
just
up?
does he think that? Yeah, he had his ult up. Does he think that there's gonna be a fight? I mean, the charitable reading is like he thinks there's a fight coming soon, and he wanted to hold his ult for the fight.
Yeah, I think he's just drunk or bad at
Yeah.
League of Legends.
Yeah,
Which should
might
probably
be the worst player ever.
Might be the worst player ever. Probably a good time to clarify that we know him and we're buddies with him.
He's a
Here
dear
we
friend in
go.
real
That's
life,
the
bro.
old he saved
Oh,
it for a
never mind,
reason.
I
Egg
was
on
wrong,
our
fuck me.
face. Fuck us. Sorry, Buggle. Turns out that was brilliant.
Alright, never mind.
Our bad. Our bad
Yep.
for having an opinion the one time. Jesus.
I apologize.
Yeah, I mean, that actually did end up really coming in handy. He had no way of knowing that that would happen. Plead the fifth. Don't tell him what we were saying.
I'm gonna ask him about it. He's gonna be like, "Yeah, I totally knew."
It was an accident. That lucky guy. But this is no accident. This play here in the mid lane. Rift Herald being dropped. They're going to take down this mid tower. They're going to be happy about it. Plumbing saved millions of lives due to the safe disposal of contaminated water. You know, I was actually talking about how recently I was talking about how horrible public sewage used to be. It was just,
Maybe you should just throw shit out their window
yeah,
into the street
yeah.
where
Yeah.
people walk, and then into bodies of water where people drank from.
Yes, absolutely. The devil
Oh,
can't
this
get
is
a
a
little trouble
dead
here.
Tiger.
No tower. Well, he can ult. Oh, with the really good. Really
A lovely
good.
barrier.
If I wouldn't have trouble finding this exact moment in time again, really would love to go back and rewatch that combo because I think he actually ulted 1 second too soon
Before the Q hit.
before the W hit.
Oh, in the air. Yeah, yeah, okay.
Mhm. Yeah, I think his ult connected before the W did.
Yeah,
Not that
that's
that would have
unlucky.
resulted in the kill, but it may have.
Yeah, I
Quite
think
frankly.
the barrier prevented well more damage than it needed to. So I
Mhm.
think if they barrier at the same time, it would have been fine. But I mean, who knows?
Yeah. Here we
Ooh,
go.
this is a nice
Darius,
play.
a 4v1 right here. Oh, wait, VV
Oh,
Sal.
Caitlin's gonna die.
Was that a... Did they deal damage to them?
No, Darius doesn't have a kill.
A turret slain. Ooh.
Wow.
That always feels so bad.
Brutal.
So, Doggy Bone Goblin Zone is really in the driver's seat now. Getting that mid... So, the most important turret, other than, you know, the ones
Hook
that are
connects
protecting
right here.
Nexus.
That's going to be Nautilus ult being used as well. Big Dog going to have to jump away. But now Lord Thor's the one who's in trouble. Dingleberry too. And that's another Malphite ult. Oh my god.
He heard us talking shit.
Unparalleled damage.
He heard us talking shit.
He did.
Yeah. Anyway, Doggy Bone Goblin Zone is definitely in the driver's seat now. And a lot of this was unlocked by them being able to break open that mid turret early with that Rift Herald. Getting that mid turret is so crucial. And it led to Vygar dying, it led to top turret dying, and it led to 3 other kills on the top side.
Yeah, I think
so. They do have Vayne in the. Oh, go ahead.
Oh no, I was just gonna I was gonna be like, yeah, I think that's great, and I also want to take a moment to acknowledge that Pickle Hater has acknowledged that I am the Vygar GOAT. Econ last year got 2 pentas. Thank you very much, but it sounded like you were about to make a real point.
I don't even remember.
Good. Glad.
Oh, they're putting Vayne in the mid lane to farm up gold now.
That's a good move.
They understand their win condition. Now they have to play to it.
Yes.
So Vygar on the side lane farming stacks. Vayne in the mid lane.
They also, Two-Town Gaming just got put into a really rough spot with that level 1. I like, and so this is the thing. Loki's saying that their faith in Teemo may have been misplaced. I think that this all comes back to that level 1, which made Teemo's job a lot harder. Absolutely. I love what Vayne's doing. Vayne, keep autoing. If you're gonna die, take the tower, dude, or you're gonna fucking.
No, get out.
Oh, can you shoot the gap though? Can you find the angle? Uh-oh, look at the bar. He's got it again. No. How does he have the ult again? How does he have the ult again? That doesn't seem right. Somebody check the numbers.
Wow, that was like a real Halloween jump scare. That was perfectly seasonal.
Oh my god. Okay, it's on an 87-second cooldown. Jesus.
That flash that he used is still not up, and he's ulted 3 times.
Yeah. God damn. Yeah, I guess we're the idiots.
Maybe.
Buggle, wow, is actually killing Sulfic right here. He's gonna flash for it and then
we didn't
walk
have the Q.
away. Oh, cause
he was just out of range of the W auto, and his Q was on cooldown, I think.
Yeah. Yeah, he was. All right, well, there's that flash use. Once again. Yeah. Yeah, this was just a rough spot, and I think I'm actually you know, a minute ago when you were like, and now they're definitely in the driver's seat. I was kind of surprised. This is just sort of like slowly been happening that they've been getting a kill, 2 kills here. But you're absolutely right. 3 dragons and a 8K, 7K gold lead is massive, especially for 20 minutes in the game right now.
Yeah, the dragons are taken so fast.
Yeah. Hook is going to connect. Rainbow Samurai. Oh, but the condemn doesn't connect with the wall. Much like how the Toilet Flush Oriana ult was able to save Vayne. Vayne pays it back. Helpful condemn. Yeah, this is one of those situations where it's like you're gonna have to rely on the scaling, but also Elder's gonna be available so quickly.
Yeah, I mean that's how you beat scaling. You just ramp so hard that by the time they scale, the game's already been over for 5 minutes.
Yeah. Yeah, and they're certainly in a position to be able to do this. Double king. Dropping that cage. Oh, Jingle Bailey. Gonna find Malphite, but just, I think Malphite out damages Teemo right now. Oh my god.
Yeah.
Keeps the pink ward away from him. Gonna walk around. That's the Q. Good flash over the wall.
Pretty much anyone on Doggy Bone is gonna out damage someone else. I'm pretty sure that every single person on Doggy Bone Goblin Zone can 1v1 any other person except for maybe Rel 1v1ing like Vayne.
Great cage. Stuffs the engage from Big Dog. Yeah, across the board, position for position, Doggy Bone members have more money than their counterparts.
Probably by like 1,000 each almost.
If not more. Yeah, just about.
Almost 3K in the jungle.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean it's a real problem. And again, you know, like you said, scaling comp had a really rough like early game moment that you know was certainly risky. I actually really like their composition. I don't think they should have gone for that level 1 fight. I say that in retrospect, but I just don't think they have the tools for it.
I was also just thinking that.
Huckleberry Finn, teleport's coming through. Thor's now gonna find that out. Huckleberry Finn, he does have ultimate ability. You can't get too close right here. Nautilus doing everything they can to live a little bit longer, but there it is, the ult onto 2 members. Dingleberry's gonna show up. The Orianna ult's only gonna connect 1 person. The Vygar ult's not gonna get the kill, but he will get the... Darius will be the one to get shut down. Vygar takes a step too close, gets taken down. That Udyr is just so fast. Even the cage isn't able to stop him right there, and that's a nice condemn into the wall. Dingleberry on the run, gonna get connected with by the Rel, but look at this fight here. They just have all the damage in the world. They feel so empowered to dive like crazy, and Big Dog doesn't even go down.
My God, Big Dog lived too. Yeah, a 1 for 5 at 22 minutes. Are they gonna take a Baron?
I think you gotta. There's
Probably,
no reason not to, right?
Yeah, they're gonna take this blue. I mean, it's a little risky to take this Baron, to be honest.
Is it? 4 seconds. There's
Maybe
Vygar
not.
teleport up. Well, they do it pretty slow.
Yeah, they're not doing it super fast.
And Nautilus isn't. Nautilus can stop them. Teleport's coming in. Okay, now it's much more possible. They're
Yeah,
using
I didn't
Caitlyn
realize
traps
they're
to
not
zone
going to
out.
teleport. It's a little better. Yeah, they get it. They get it.
They do. I mean, really early Baron right here. They just have full control of this map, and look at the timers. 40 seconds until this next dragon. Plenty of time to set up.
Sorry, I mean myself by accident. You gotta wonder if they send a 4-1. Like, how confident are they? Do they think they can just 4v5 the dragon and send someone in a sideline with Baron? Or do they just 5v5 the dragon and then just all go in sideline together? Like,
Good question. I think you do exactly what they're doing right now. You push them off of the dragon, and that's a decision you make second. I think to pre-send people away might be a little bit crazy. You're just doing a great job of clearing this vision out. Trying to get rid of these shrooms. And the pit is theirs, and they're just going to really start this up. It's Cloud Soul, which I don't believe is very strong. Oh, wait, they caught Huckleberry Finn.
Okay.
Can they get the kill right here? They got to use the execute.
He's got
the
ult
right
and
way.
flash.
They can use the ult. There it is!
Oh.
Well done, Vygar. Love seeing a Vygar kill.
Yep, that was nice. Greeted a little, I mean, after the fact, right? The main reason he died there was Vygar played that incredibly well. That
Yes.
cage was beautiful.
Yes.
Stopped the blast cone, which I honestly don't know if I've ever seen before.
Wait, Sulfic. Okay.
You got it.
Okay. All right. That was real panic I was experiencing there.
No, I am. I heard it in your foot.
Okay, that's gonna be a hook. It does connect. Do they want this fight? That's hard to tell. Vayne.
Oh, that's a
Gonna
ballsy
have to
flash.
kite. Very nice condemn into the wall, but look at how much damage is coming through from the side of Doggy Bone Goblin Zone, and the re-engage.
Here's Darius. Yeah, I mean, as ahead as they are, it's still kind of tough. It's still early. And they don't have the most offensively powered soul. So
Yeah,
diving an inhib turret is
it's a little
not-
much.
not going to necessarily end successfully.
Yeah, look at the angle that Orianna has under that tower. Nice. Devil King knows what's up here. Okay, hook is gonna connect onto Big Dog. Sulfic looking for a pull. He's going to get 2 people. That's a good cage going down right there. Tower shot's actually on Big Dog. Huckleberry Finn gets a massive 3-man knockup right there. Tower's trying to do its work, actually. It's actually looking pretty good. Flashing forward, but the Vayne is going to get taken out immediately by the Caitlyn. That's a double kill for the Caitlyn. Oh, you got to block this one. Oh, but you can't. A triple kill for the Caitlyn now. And the Devil King finding themselves in the 1v3. This tower's going to fall. And actually, maybe they're going to die right here. Do they have ult up? No, they did not. About halfway. Flashing forward. Oh,
bad
my
flash.
God. Great
Okay.
predict with the W.
Yeah. A better flash there maybe killed Vygar, but that was a really good barrier. Okay, Ellie. Hi. Yeah, you can't. There's nothing here for you.
Hi, Ellie. How's
You
it
wanna watch
going?
the game? You want to come up?
You know, a dog started to lick my knees at the Halloween party that everybody went to. last night, and I was
Yeah,
just
I'm
thinking
not
like,
surprised at all.
dude, for some reason, my skin is delicious. Who can say?
Yeah, you're so well seasoned.
It's also kind of low budget because even though it's a best of the other two. So the reason that there's... Oh, I see what you're saying. No, you're right. My bad, Val. You know what's up. How could I ever think that you didn't know what's up, even for a second? I apologize. I feel like every finals, someone says, no, but there aren't 5 things to fill in. Anyways, my bad. Rainbow Samurai gonna sprint around that corner. No engage just yet to town. Know that they've got to turtle. Oh, this is a rough place to back. Little dangerous. These little shrooms. Wow, that's a pretty big visual change. Are they smaller now? Have they fundamentally changed Teemo?
The mushrooms?
The shrooms are much smaller. Oh, Hook is going to land right there.
Yeah, they do
get
look
dropped right there. And Dingle Bailey is at level 12, which means they've got their second charge in their ult. But now I'm not 100% sure I know how Teemo works, so...
Well, you can hover all for all of his abilities.
Right? Can't I? Let's see. Like this guy. Traslo, that's it.
Yeah, he's got 2 charges.
Okay.
I think it was mostly just a visual rework, right?
Probably. It's well seasoned from Salt for being a League player. You're not wrong, Loki. You're not wrong. Alright, level 15 for Sulfic. Now that I've got levels in my head, level 16 for Vigar is going to be really important here, but just 3 level difference between Udyr and Teemo. That's a lot. And Teemo didn't avoid the Nashers. I saw someone saying that they need to avoid the Nashers for some reason. I don't know why that was.
Maybe just the damage profile that you need to get through their front line. Nashers doesn't super help. Or maybe he needs like a void staff or something. I don't know.
Yeah, who can say? I mean, all that stuff is still there. It's just on the back end of the build. The question is, will Teemo get there?
Yeah, I mean, it's 21-5.
It is 21-5. It is a more than 10k gold lead.
It's like just about 11 now. I'm just looking like.
Yeah.
I like that Doggy Bone Goblin Zone is pushing in these wards.
Mm-hmm.
It becomes so suffocating when you can't leave.
Yes.
Although Dingle Bailey doing a good job of understanding that you do have to push those back. But here's the Baron, and they're just gonna take it on spawn.
Why not? Sets you up.
And Malphite has TP up there,
Oh
and
my
again,
God.
these aforementioned wards, like he can get there. They have to give this up.
Yeah. Wow. Baron kind of does a lot of damage.
Baron slaps.
All right, that's Baron for Doggy Bone Goblin Zone, and
Oh!
probably a pick onto
We
Jingle
missed.
Bailey, but that was
Yeah,
incredible. He
missed.
went forward to dodge it. There goes the rest of the health bar.
Yeah, missed the dash in, but that's point and click stun, so you can't really miss that. And that's a dead Teemo.
And I think they're doing the right thing right here. They're pushing for the 1-4 rather than taking the opportunity to go and get Elder, and then they can always pull back for that if they need it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Big Dog gonna take a turret shot. They've got this next wave coming in. Okay, Rainbow Samurai gonna get pulled in, but it's just even
It's
a turret
fine.
shot on that guy is not gonna do anything to you.
Barely cut through the shield, and now they've got Void minions and the cannon still firing away.
Mm-hmm. And a fight's
Yes.
about to pop off as
Oh,
well.
Malphite on the
comes
side.
in from the back end. That's gonna be Devil King getting himself out of there, but Vayne is gonna fall. So too will the inhibitor, and now we're on to the Nexus turrets, folks.
Yeah, this is a pretty clinical closeout here.
They're not done yet, though.
Might
Look
need
at
to
Darius
pull
in the
back
back
a
line. He's
little.
going to get pulled 3 people, but there's the Orianna all connecting with everybody, and just one after another, they're going to fall. I saw Devil King throw the ult out there, but it's just Vigar and one tower standing in between. Doggy Bone, Goblin Zone, and game 3 of this series as they go up 2-0.
That game fell apart before a single minion spawned for
Mhm.
TTG. I think if you're TTG, you got to take a big deep breath and you got to understand you were doomed from jump. Don't think too hard about it. Lock back in, reset. I don't know how much of that game you can even learn from. I think you just say, okay, that was a bad invade. They just snuffed us out. we didn't really have a lot we could do. We were on the back foot from minute 1. Let's go back to our game plan. I don't think you have to worry about like banning any of those picks. I don't think you have to worry about like just go back, like pretend that game didn't exist and do it again. Try again.
I totally agree. I think like I actually really liked the angle of the draft for Two-Town Gaming, and that you're spot on. That like also the frustrating thing is like when you draft a composition and then something like that happens so early on, you're all of a sudden playing a different game. And it's not a game that your comp is like really well suited to. You've got this comp that scales super well, and then all of a sudden you're behind and you have to like make these proactive moves and like stop the bleeding. Whereas you were kind of looking to like really get in the trenches, maintain that status quo, you know, continue to pile on those Vigar stacks, put Timo in a place where he can be effective. Like they just weren't able to do that, all because of that level 1.
Yeah. The level. Oof. The level 1.
Yeah.
They gave it their all to come back from that, but
They did. But I think you're right. I think you're right. Don't take too much away from that, except for just like what it was. But don't go reading in too much. Angel's calling for you. Do you even know what Bear Facts with Bear is?
Me?
Yeah, do you know what the thing they redeemed is?
Yeah, I just give a fact about a bear.
Yeah. What bear fact you got?
All right.
Oh, although I like what Val said.
Wait,
She gave a random fact about an American mythos.
Oh, I can give a random fact about American mythos and a personal connection to my life.
Please.
When I was a small child, I used to be very into cryptozoology. So like, you know, all these kind of mythical creatures, Loch Ness Monster, Bigfoot, all that kind of stuff. Which also, coincidentally, is not at all where my name came from. Those two things are unrelated. However, but I used to be in all of that, like aliens, the whole shebang. And I grew up in New York. And there is a cryptid in the area. There's a couple, but there's the Jersey Devil is like one of the sort of like mythical creatures from that region. And one of the things that used to be like, I think I'm remembering this correctly, like the calling card of the Jersey Devil was like hoof prints that were like in one line. Like it wasn't like 2 feet. It was like a hopping thing. And I remember one time when I was younger, I went out in my backyard after it snowed, and I swear to God, I saw like what looked like one line of hoof prints, which is probably like a bunny or a deer or something.
Right.
But I remember like just not being able to sleep for at least a couple of days.
Dude, wait, because did you think it was coming to get you?
I just thought it was around. I don't even know. I didn't care if I was being taught. I just thought it was around. Yeah.
Yeah, that's pretty intense.
Yeah. I like, that was, that's my story.
I just briefly Googled North American cryptids, and I've encountered something I'd never seen before. There's something called the Fresno Nightcrawler.
That's not real.
It's in California.
Nope.
You want to guess what it is? Just one guess.
All right, tell me the name again. Tell me it's the Fresno Nightcrawler. What it does in the sense of like,
just kind of
like
what it looks
like. What it gets up to.
Just what it looks like. I don't have any other details outside of this picture.
Fresno. The fuck? I don't know. Does it look like a demon with like long spindly legs and like
I'm gonna cut you off there because I'm gonna give it to you.
Okay.
Because it's a living pair of jeans.
Nope. That's not real.
That are long.
I knew it from jump. There are no supernatural creatures in Fresno. It is too ridiculous.
Yeah.
It's a living pair of jeans.
That's what this picture looks like. But
what does it do?
I'm looking and oh, wait a second. People are saying that they have video sighting.
Nope. Shut up. Nope.
Listen,
wrong.
dude.
Nope. Liar.
A man in Poland has also claimed to have seen the creature.
Nope. Dumb.
there was a sighting in Billings, Montana on April 25th, 2020.
You're telling me a pair of jeans got from Fresno to Montana and did what? And did what?
I'm actually
What does it
still
do?
trying to confirm that it's a pair of jeans, but there's pictures of a pair of jeans, like with a face on
All
it.
right, I gotta do this now. I
Explanations.
feel like you're maybe not doing the best job. Fresno Nightcrawler video autofilled cryptid corner.
Oh,
Okay.
so I'm a
I'm going
fucking
to-
idiot.
No, yes, still.
It's an extremely
No, this is
thin
the
one.
dumbest thing. I'm sending it to you. It's so stupid. You have to watch it right now.
All right, okay.
This is insane.
pumped.
No, this is dumb. I stand by
Let me see.
my first reaction.
Let me see. Fresno Nightcrawler. And
It-
mute this in case they sort of are very litigious.
I think you just play the whole thing on the stream.
I gotta get it set up so I can easily play YouTube videos on here. I really just don't know how. Okay. This is okay. Fresno footage.
Yep.
These people not own cameras. Wow.
That's
it is just
because
a
it's
big
not
pair of
real!
legs. I believe, man. That looks real as fuck.
I'm gonna put the video in Twitch chat. People can watch it at their own leisure. Oh,
Go to 34
All right.
seconds, guys. Proof.
Yeah, if anyone wants to watch a video of the Fresno Nightcrawler, just put it in the channel. I'll pin it.
It is a
just in
big
case.
pair of jeans.
Here you
It's
go.
just a big pair of
yeah,
jeans.
there you go. Pinned it. Unpin after 20 minutes. Fine.
It's a big pair of jeans. It's a big pair of jeans, guys, and it's alive, and it's coming for all of us. I don't know what it wants. I don't know what it wants. It seems... Oh my god. A monster directly Oh, never mind. Okay. Well, listen, let's see. They're going for it? They're going for it. Hold on. Let's go.
Mothman's cool.
Mothman's cool. Isn't the Mothman like a bad omen or something? My favorite.
Maybe.
Who's the Mothman? Oh, hell yeah, Diamond Steve.
I'm super partial to the Loch Ness Monster. That's like where my heart lies. From childhood. I do. I love a Sasquatch.
That one's stuck in a lake, right?
Okay, stuck is a strange way to describe.
I mean,
It's like saying, "Oh yeah, you're stuck in your apartment." Like, okay, well, that's just where you
sometimes
live.
I am. You know?
Yeah, it lives in and it's not a lake, it's a loch, which is a big lake, and also in Scottish. He just lives in Scotland. Oh.
Pair of pants can get to Billingsley from Fresno. I saw a documentary about a pair of pants that went from Greece to South Carolina.
Are you referring to the
Who's
American
right?
classic Sisterhood of the Traveling Pants?
Of course. Of course they are.
I've never seen that.
You never seen it? It's a good time.
It's about pants.
It's about pants.
But really, I'm imagining it's more about friendship.
The pants were the friends we made along the way.
No, the friends were the pants we made along the way.
Nessie is like a monosaurus. If I spelled it correctly, I wouldn't be able to correct it.
I don't remember the name of it. Yeah, it's kind of like that. It's got a longer neck. I don't actually think that's the type of dinosaur. I don't think that's the exact right one. It's like a plesiosaur, a type of plesiosaur. That's the one. Yeah.
Yeah.
Plesiosaur. That's one.
They are about to ready up.
Yeah, we can't. Someone asked, "How's the Teemo jungle?" We can't really. Last game had nothing to do with
Yeah.
with champion selection,
Yeah.
or the picks at all. There was a crazy level 1 where Doggy Bone got 3 kills spread across all their lanes, and they just snowballed. Pickle here is saying they've sent us the spreadsheet.
Oh, wonderful.
I don't see it, so you must have gotten it.
I must have it. Hold on, though. We will dive into that if these folks have not. Yeah, I'm just slowly doing the thing I'm supposed to be doing in front of everybody. My bad, folks. Everyone just hold on to your jeans.
Keep doing what you're doing. Yeah, hold on to your. At the very least, keep an eye on your jeans.
Yeah, you think
Stay focused out there.
You think it's
Stay frosty.
You think they're jeans that, like,
Yes.
come to life?
Yes.
and like that's the thing. Oh, they are well into it. Let me send you the spectator link.
Anxiously awaiting the spectator link.
Okay. Allow me to.
Wait, did you look at the thumbnail? It's actually, the video is titled The Fresno Nightcrawlers.
I don't like that
And
at
the
all.
thumbnail is a series of pants.
Yeah, the thumbnail is actually really spooky, and I don't like that at all. That's the kind of thing that would freak me the fuck out.
Yeah. Despite the fact it's not real, I also would freak out if there were a dozen pairs of pants walking at me without people wearing them. But
Yeah.
it's not going to happen because the Fresno Nightcrawler is stupid.
They're such high-waisted pants.
There's no waist. They're not high-waisted. There's no waist.
It's a good point. I guess it's up around their heads.
Yeah. They're just tall pants.
Now, Diamond Steve is saying Sulfic is the DM in our D&D group called the Knights of the Rectangular Table. Good luck to him, top.
Okay.
Hell yeah, Sulfic.
Knights of the Rectangular Table. Okay.
Oh, we do have a Buggle set game. Let's
Buggle
talk about subs. We've got RK Waterski coming in. Third support tonight. And the bands have reflected it. They know RK Waterski has a mean Yumi. And so they've taken it off the table. And first round pick, or
That is a smart takeaway for sure.
very smart takeaway. Especially on to Vivicell.
Yeah. You don't want any of that smoke, and I agree.
I like the adjustment here, though. We've got the Malphite and the Vi on the side of Two-Town Gaming. I think those are really strong pickups, and we loved the Lux in game 1.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm just trying to think about. No, I think the Brahm's pretty good into Lux. They do not have an ADC in their first round, and they did pick up support. So now we're gonna see some ADC bans. TTG banning Lucian and probably this Caitlyn. I'd imagine they lock this in.
Yeah,
Yep.
okay. Orion's
And the Orion
last
banned it.
one. And then, of course,
It would
the
be cool.
first
Okay,
pick
there's
of
the Jinx. I like the Jinx there.
Absolutely. Now,
I wonder
there
if they-
is one thing up here. Let's see if they pick it.
What?
Well, I don't want to say it to influence. I don't know if anyone's listening to this. Actually, we're on a slight delay, probably.
You think
I
there's
don't think
something
they
for
listen to
ADC?
I think you grab an Ashe.
I was gonna say. I was gonna guess you were gonna say Ashe. I think
Yeah.
Ashe is gonna do. Yeah.
Yeah, Ashe Braum is absolutely filthy. You get the vision.
I think it's Silas. Something else like Kaiser or Smolder, just sort of like very good
Ooh,
ADCs.
I like those two.
Smolder would be cool here,
Yeah.
but Smolder's been played predominantly mid now.
Vivicell
Maybe not
does
predominantly,
play
but
everything.
commonly.
No,
That
fucking
is
way.
not even close
No
to what I
fucking
thought.
way.
There's no way. There's no way.
There's
There's no way. There's no way.
no
There's no way. There's no way. There's no way. There's no way.
Okay. All right.
Yeah,
Okay.
That was
okay.
The second thing I thought.
Yeah.
Draven would have been crazy.
I would have loved to see it. but
Oh, of course.
Yeah. But that would be nuts.
That would be insane.
Yes.
That would be psychotic.
Yes.
And yet, I'm a little sad it didn't happen.
Me too. Me too. But here we are. Game 3. Who will win it? We are dropping the predictions. Predictions are live. You got 10 minutes to put all your hard-earned schmeckles on who you believe is going to walk away. Right now, Doggy Bone Goblin Zone up 2 games on Two-Town Gaming. But not over till the fat lady sings. She has not yet. This series is still live, and this is a best of 5. So best of luck to both of these teams, and go ahead and put your schmeckles where your mouths are.
Make it up.
Make it up. Time to Clown says it may or may not have info from inside DBGZ saying that Vivicell wanted the Draven, but the team voted against this. He approved
Yeah.
me sharing this.
I
Ethical report.
no shade at all. I would have done the same thing.
Yes.
You've played ADC on teams that I've been on. If you said, you know what, buddy, I'm feeling it, pick me that Draven, I would say, shut your goddamn mouth. In no universe am I gonna do that. I love you. No.
You're having a real nice moment of confidence here, but you're absolutely
Yeah.
incorrect.
love the vibe.
Now lock in Ash.
now pick Ash or Kaisa. You can pick one of those two. I don't care.
Bring that same energy to a champion that's not gonna.
Yeah.
Oh my god. Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah, completely understandable. Also, like, Draven into Malphite Vi. Just like,
Yeah, it would have been insane.
Oh my
You
god.
can't do that.
Listen, Vivacel's good. We're not dunking on the play. We're just doing the math here.
Yeah, he's good, but why would you? Like, I guess Usain Bolt could probably win a race if someone kicks him in the balls really hard right before, but like, why would you let them?
For viewership, quite frankly, lots of people would want to.
Okay,
see...
you know what? Actually, I'm starting
Yeah.
to second. I'm thinking of having some second thoughts about that idea.
Big Dog was dead for sure. Yeah, I mean it's Vivacel's having a night. Vivacel is having a night, but okay, they're ready. They're about to lock in. Ba-blam. Game 3. All right, comp-wise, what are you liking?
I actually like TDG's comp a lot here. I think that. Sorry, I had to pull the draft up instead of the stream. I think that the Malphite is just really, really strong. I'm a little. It's gonna be a little build dependent on the Vi. Having only Malphite as your frontline option can be dicey. Vi's gonna want to dive and is not gonna provide a ton of peel. So it's gonna put a lot of pressure on Lux to peel and keep Jinx safe, and it's gonna put a lot of pressure on Vex to position really well. Whereas Doggybone is a lot easier of a time getting in. They're just a little low on the damage side for a little while.
Yeah.
So I honestly think this is an absolute cop out on my part, but this is a toss up. I do really think that the survivability and the front lining of Doggybone Goblin Zone is strong, but I think Two Towns sort of damage is there, and it's gonna really rely on execution.
It feels like less of a cop out because you acknowledged it. I can totally see
That's
that.
not why I did it.
I'm going to hitch my wagon to Two Town for the
Hitch it up, baby.
just for the die, you know, the like real specific. This is a really specific fuck you in particular comp, right? Where they can just. I think we've seen Doggybone Goblin Zone have players who are problems where it's like, how are we going to handle that? Can anyone handle them in the solo lane? And this is a great big, throw the whole kitchen sink at someone and take them. Come on, Vivacel. Come on. Hovering that Draven. So yeah, I like the Two Town Gaming's comp's ability to solve problems.
Yeah.
That's what I like.
Yeah. I'll give you that.
Yeah, they stole the Malphite. Yeah, but they steal it back. That's a great point. The Silas ult. Is just a Malphite ult. It is just a Malphite with even more AP.
I do really like the Silas pick in terms of what they can get out of it, right? Because Silas is one of those picks where it's like dependent on the rest of the team.
Yeah,
but Vi and Malphite are excellent ults for what Silas wants to do. As is Vexus to a degree. So I think that I think it was a very strong pick.
Angel saying throwing the whole kitchen sink at Vivacel doesn't always work though. Learn that the hard way, especially with the amount of peel Kaisa's going to have for herself. Yeah, I mean it's not always it's not going to be always guaranteed. And those are all juicy ults for Silas for sure. And TRC has been playing a great series. They've been in here all 3 games. They've done just a great job. So, I am not worried about their target selection, really. But I am going to run to the little caster's room for a second, but I'll be right back.
Okay. Yeah. So we're looking at I like the set here a lot. We haven't really talked about the set yet. Yeah. Set just gets to take Vi and say no thank you. After she has to time it right, but yeah, I think I might like Doggy Bone Goblin Son's comp a little bit better. Final Schmeckle tally. Yeah. For those of you, wow, Doggy Bone Goblin Zone is. You'd be crazy not to toss at least a couple of Schmeckles. If you're not a better, or you haven't bet yet, you'd be kind of crazy not to toss a couple of Schmeckles towards 210 gaming. Those odds are great. Set ult into the enemy team. Yeah. Set just gets whoever he needs. Yeah, he does need to time the unstoppable Vi a little bit. You got to make sure that her ult lands before you dunk her out. Same for Malphite ult. So the timing is going to be a little bit tricky maybe, but I think all 5 of those ults are kind of juicy for Silas. Jinx ult's like kind of whatever, right? Doggy Bone, they say. What team got set? Doggy Bone, yeah. They got you.
Okay. Okay. 80K.
Yeah.
Put on Doggy Bone Goblin Zone, and only 8,000 was put on.
Yeah, I was just telling everyone while you were gone that if you haven't bet yet and you have a little bit of Schmeckles you want to toss around, you'd be insane not to toss a little bit onto TTG right now.
Yes. You could earn so much.
The return could be potentially enormous.
Massive.
Enormous.
And this, on the final of season 13.
Man, 13 seasons.
13 seasons. 5 years.
God damn.
Been around for a hot minute.
That's a lot.
And these two teams, honestly, we've got some players that have been around for quite some time. Not even, Buggleberry Finn doesn't count. But.
No, because he's not real.
Because he's not real. He's a scarecrow. All right, here we go. Match point. Game 3. Doggy Bone Goblin Zone up 2 games right now. In a really strong position to end this whole thing right here. Earn themselves that Econ Championship Discord tag. And I like the adjustment from both teams. I like this random invade. This shows creativity. Sulfic,
Correct.
you got to be on your toes, baby. Sulfic, you got to be on your
Lock
toes.
in.
Lock in. There it is. Oh, and they catch him right there. Look at the angle. First blood going to Vivi Sal right where you don't want it. And they're going to get their back in. And just right away. Off to the races.
This is a little... Hey, you know what? Could be worse. We've already seen it be worse.
Yeah. I guess it could be. But I was thinking, I think actually that maybe is the worst that it could have gone with what happened. Vivi Sal's
but like there could have been 3 kills.
That's true. But yeah, I mean, just like this is classic. If you see, this is classic Buggleberry Finn invading strategies, which is you always invade, build a pattern, and then do the least expected thing.
Yeah.
Yeah. Kid is all about chaos. But here we go. Off to the races. That is going to affect bottom lane quite a bit. Vivisal was able to back and get that long sword. And, I mean, who knows? With Braum passive, might actually get an early kill here.
They would be pretty happy if they could do that. Although Kai'Sa, I mean, even with the early gold, Kai'Sa's not a super strong early game champion, so even that longsword is just not going to do a whole lot. But
Yeah. Yeah,
it's not going to do nothing.
Not going to do nothing either.
Not going to do nothing.
Not going to do nothing.
Good key there.
Yeah, we're just going to do a little bit of trading, and of course now they've got the Two-Town Gaming has the Jinx on their side. You've got one of these really high scaling champs. You've got some great team fight abilities as well. Some of which will also belong to Silas at some point in this game.
That's true. We were just we were remarking in Twitch chat about how many of the ults were good for Silas to have.
Quite a bit.
Quite a bit. I would say at least 2 of them are really good.
Oh, one more auto would do it. Vivisal doesn't want to walk too close.
Yeah, I think that's probably safe. You don't want to get too eager. I think so. Okay, League has a lot of these sort of like mini games, right? So like if you get X stacks of a thing, another thing happens. If you do this, then like another thing happens, or like 2-part combos. And the human brain sees that game and goes, "I want to play the game."
Yes.
I wanna play the game. So that's why so many people follow up terrible Lee Sin Qs, right?
Yes.
That's why you're gonna see a Silas throw 1 chains and feel like they need to use the other charge. They were Kai'Sa's 1 stack away from popping that minion. Kai'Sa's 1 stack away from getting the Braum stun.
Right.
And it's often too risky to do, and you need to sort of like tamp down that lizard part of your brain that's just like, I want to play the game.
Absolutely. Look at this gank angle right here. Rainbow Samurai does find the Devil King right here, but Dingleberry's here as well. That's a flash from a couple of people. Rainbow Samurai now the target of Dingle Bailey. Nice, just getting some autos. But junglers showing up at the exact same time, very even in farm. We've kind of got to get our heads back into watching a League of Legends game that did not start.
A standard game.
Yes, exactly. Exactly. I think you've made a great point that longsword isn't gonna like break the bank down there.
No, I mean it's huge, right? Like you're obviously happy to get that kill, and you get it on someone who is theoretically going to use it quite well, right? You want Kai'Sa to get as much gold as possible. It's just not going to be an instant return on investment.
Right. And that flash that was burned by Dingle Bailey, that did feel consequential. That was a great shadow.
Yeah, they got to follow up on that. They're going to want to follow up on that at their earliest possible convenience.
Toku saying that long sword starts making a real difference after the first back. That's fair.
Yeah. Sure.
Huckleberry Finn missing a CS. Wanted to highlight that. He gets the others.
Yeah.
But he does miss one.
Embarrassing. Everyone DM him, tell him about it.
Right now. Yeah, Dingleberry. Dingleberry sounds delicious. It's fine.
Put it in a smoothie.
Rainbow Samurai gonna get caught here. Let's see if they're gonna be able to get out. Love how Lord Thor cut off the angle with the E right there. Beautiful. Kill gonna go over to Vi, and we're at 1-1.
Yeah. Early kill on Vi, not too bad. Vi is one of those sort of early mid-game champions that you don't mind, can run away with the game. You don't mind them getting some gold.
And now they're gonna get Dragon too.
Yeah.
What do you think? Would you try to contest this if you were Doggy Bone Goblin Zone?
No. They got Void Grubs up and their jungler is just dead. I mean, you might maybe path up towards Grubs, but I think it's just sort of a cut your losses situation. There's really nothing you can do about it.
Although everyone is walking to Void Grubs, which
now we've got a sort of a different situation here.
I do love this move. Early Ocean's going to be so sweet for Malphite. Yeah, Two-Town, we're seeing back-to-back really positive plays here. Sets
Getting both of the early objectives would be so nice for them.
Oh God,
And
Loki, I didn't know
that's
that.
gonna happen.
Oh, look at this
What?
down here. That's level 6 for the Jinx. Will they walk forward? Oh, yes, they will. There's the moment. Oh, I think that was the moment right there. Look at that. Sulfic dropping the ult onto Buckleberry Finn. He's going to miss that ability. He's going to try and use the ult to get distance, but he's not able to get it. Oh, very nice. He's got the shield, but they're going to keep on diving. That's the exhaust as well.
Dead. Okay.
Well executed.
We got ourselves a game. That early kill was nice, but...
Listen, that's starting the counter of 3 positive plays in a row for Two Town Gaming.
Yeah.
And right up the map too. They just follow the river. They take the dragon, they take the void grubs, they get a kill top. How do you feel about the Vi Amumu matchup?
It's not... It's an interesting jungle matchup because they want to do completely different things, right? Amumu wants to get in the thick of it and root people with their ult in the team fight and get some snipey ganks with his bandage toss. And Vi wants to scrap. She wants to have like 2v2, 2v3, 3v3s, 2v3s, whatever, you know, in the river and you know, skirmish. And she's got the gold and the items to do it right now. And the support staff to do it, right? Like Vex is a great sort of skirmisher with Vi.
I love how the Devil King just pushed TRC2 off of, like, feared him away from getting that minion. Also,
Yeah.
I agree with Loki's making an interesting point here. First time they've had even gold pre 10 minutes. Both games have had crazy early games. Rainbow Samurai, though. Maybe gonna try and change that. Yeah, they're gonna start wrapping around. Rainbow Samurai. Yeah, just gonna get blocked off with the traps. No problem.
Just a little.
Just a little.
Clearing out the vision's pretty nice.
Yeah, no problem with that. Where did
We seem to just be in a bit of a holding pattern now. It's really going to be up to the... So none of the solo lanes on their own have a ton of kill pressure. It's going to be up to the junglers now to make something happen, as we see the Amumu sort of shading down bottom to pull off a gank. We're in a farm the lanes until your jungler tells you to do something situation.
Yeah.
Clear out some vision. Dragon out for 90 seconds. I think Vi's gonna want to make something happen soon. And I think if I'm Vi, I'm looking bot lane. Kaisa Brahm's been pushing a bit. You're already on that side of the map. Lux is a good sort of gank enabler or assister.
Yeah, looking for some angles. I'm seeing some pings on the top side of the map. Oh, maybe they were just pinging that pink ward right there.
Yeah.
Dingle Bailey.
Here we go. They're gonna get caught on that pink though. It's a good pink from Doggy Bone Goblin Zone.
The nice thing about Vi though is just if you can get in range. I mean that ult it's just so effective, right? It's just it is just point and click.
Nothing you can do about it.
Ain't nothing you can do about that. 37 seconds till we get this next dragon.
Vi's... It looks like they're resetting, so that makes me think that they want this dragon. Jinx and Lux just reset.
Ooh, but you need these void grubs if you're Doggy Bone Goblin Zone. It's actually kind of non-negotiable.
Yeah. So yeah, this is an interesting choice that these teams have to make now, right? Because I don't know. I think you just get a second dragon here. I think you say, here are your 3 void grubs. We're just going to go take our second dragon in 11 minutes.
Bigfoot,
unless they get all of it.
This is the two-town gaming that we saw in game 1. Like, actually rotating.
TP flank, TP flank.
TP flank. Silas coming in. Rainbow Samurai going to go in right there. They're going to get one. The fight pops off. That Sulfic getting taken out. Vex is going to ult in right there. Set also dropping himself on it, but a Jinx Rocket connects there as well. The dust is clearing, and we're seeing lots of blue health bars for Doggy Bone Goblin Zone. Lux is isolated, and Lord Thor facing the 1v1, actually going to survive it. The Devil King themselves actually might be able to win that fight there. Let's see. Is Silas going to go for it? Silas goes for it. They get that kill. Rainbow Samurai in some trouble here. Oh, wait, they're going to go. Buggleberry Finn.
Yeah, they've got it. Oh!
No.
That was actually a ton of damage. I was wrong.
So Buggle stepped
yeah.
in the other direction at the beginning of that.
Yeah. Devil King here onto the set. Silas is going to come down if he baits him long enough.
Yeah, what do we think is... Oh! What just happened there?
He missed his E, but he flashed over the fear.
Oh, there's the ult.
Oh, they saw him in the ward.
Yeah.
Yep.
On the TRC, a little bit of health gain going to come through. Lux ult not going to connect, but I don't know if Silas...
If he has his E.
Oh, that's the slow. Oh, Buggleberry Finn trying to go for the save there. They might just end up falling as well.
Both teams overextending a bit. I think Buggle's out.
Yeah. Now the question is, you took one. No, you didn't. You didn't take one. Oh, is that dragon going to reset? Okay. Clearing out these wards right here. They are going to lose Void Grubs. They're taking Dragon. Oh my god, Red Team steals it. Dingle Bailey once again gets the steal. Baron in game 1. And now he's got the Dragon right here. He does get out too.
Wow. Those are some gamer plays.
Yes, they are. 100%. And I gotta say, this is looking extremely good. 6 scrubs, 2 dragons, 2-Town Gaming has gotten every single thing they wanted. The people who bet on 2-Town Gaming right now are looking like geniuses who will make 80,000 shekels. That's crazy.
Yeah, this is if I'm a 2-Town Gaming bettor, I'm feeling cautiously optimistic right now.
Yeah. Absolutely. I think that's a great way to say it. Cautiously optimistic. They are putting in work at this moment. Gold-wise, right? Only up 600 gold. Unless...
Yes.
No.
Unless? No. Unless?
Huh?
Unless?
Great fears from the Devil King here. Spooky Man is absolutely right. 6 grubs, 2 drakes is very nice. Oh! Okay, Silas just going to steal that ult. Both dragons pretty good. A pretty good position to be in. And I gotta say, if there was a time for 2-Town Gaming to show up, it would be when they're on match point and down 2 games. They need to win to keep their season going.
Yeah. That steal was enormous. I can't stress that enough.
Yeah, kid knows what he's doing. Listen, if you can steal a Baron in the high pressure situation of game 1, you can steal the second dragon. You know,
in a game that you're ahead in.
Yeah, exactly. Speaking of being ahead, this bot lane too, just like, they're just farming away. They're just having a good time. But Silas really going in, trying to get those kills. But Vi here with the ult, point and click, lock him up. And now the Devil King with the CC too. Who's he going to go to? To the Devil King themselves. Now it's Vivisal, who is in trouble right here. Kaisa trying to walk away, but they just can't, and just wins all over the map for 2-Town Gaming.
This is looking pretty good.
Yes, it is.
This is looking pretty good for 2-Town Gaming.
Yeah, no real, I don't see what you could possibly complain about if you were 2-Town Gaming right now. You've gotten everything that you've gone for. You haven't even tasted defeat once this game. The real question is, would Draven have been more useful in that situation?
No.
You don't think so?
No. And the real advantage that I want people to take a look at for TTG is the Vi. The Vi's got a lot of this gold, especially in comparison to her counterpart. And it's gonna be up to her to do something with it. So not only are they sort of have the pressure of being a jungler, they also have the pressure of having this gold lead. So they're already kind of in charge of the flow of the game, and now they're also the center of attention.
Yeah. Yeah, no, I mean, this is when you've got a lead like this, you obviously want to be able to step up. But at a certain point, is Vi going to... they've got the Vi and the Malphite, which is a really nice point. I'm thinking about like the scaling of Kai'Sa right now. I'm thinking about the poke that she's going to be able to put down. But obviously the way to mitigate that poke is to find appropriate angles of engagement, just being able to close that distance so fast that it doesn't matter.
Yeah.
And I think we're going to see for the first time in this series what Doggy Bone Goblin Zone has to do is like actually slow the game down a little bit. And I wonder, is that even in their skill set? It might not be. As a fight breaks out right here, that's going to be Luxalt connecting onto TRC2 as well. The Jinx Rocket as well. Very nice Braum ult. Exhaust going onto Rainbow Samurai. Exhaust onto Devil King 2. RK Water Ski trying to hold the gap, but going to take a lot of damage, looking for someone to jump to, but I don't know if they'll find a target. They're going to flash over the wall now. That's going to be Devil King flashing forward, fleeing, and bringing the Braum down to their knees as now Dragon spawning in 13 seconds is the next thing for Two Town to take. Oh, that's the Malphite ult right there.
Yeah, I was like holding my breath for that move. Okay, Vivusal gets out of that. The Herald's getting dropped mid. That turret is not super low. They're just gonna get the third Drake in 18 minutes. That's
if you're Rainbow Samurai,
can
do you
they
go for the
steal?
steal?
Amumu's coming around. They're pretty low.
Yes, they are. Lots of low health bars.
He's got an angle. He's got an angle.
In on. Buggleberry Finn gonna flash on, gonna get that ult. He's gonna get everybody. Vivusal follows faithfully, but is it to their demise? Fighting with Dingleberry on the back line. They're gonna use the cleanse as well. That last auto gets it, but Jinx, excited, runs in and gets the kill. But most importantly,
here comes Silas.
Look at this over the wall, and they've got the Vi ult as well, but they're going to get locked up, actually. I'm not sure if they're going to be able to find the distance. They do to the neckline, and they get a double knock up as well. That's a shutdown onto the Silas, taking the Jinx out of this fight.
Guys,
but the fight's not over just yet.
No mana.
Choke point. No mana for either Sulfic or Thor as they back off to the tower, and they did their job. The Dragon wasn't taking it. They weren't there to get kills. They were there to stop that Soul Drake, and they did it.
Okay. Okay. Pretty good.
Pretty good.
Pretty good.
Pretty good. Yeah, super fan bot. You must be feeling pretty smart right now. They've still got to win. And I do have to say this. This is going to be a tough game for Two Town Gaming.
Yes.
Because Doggy Bone Goblin Zone, they're pretty close gold-wise, even with everything that's been happening.
Yes.
Yes. Yes, the winner does play T1 next week. Drew, you found the secret stream, and you're 100% correct about that.
That's funny. It's right. It's yeah.
Droop, this is our Econ finals right here. Last game of season 13. Buggleberry Finn taking some rockets here from the Jinx. Gonna walk up, get himself a shield, and trade for some damage as well. TRC hiding in the bush, but there is a ward there. What ult does he take? It's the Lux ult, which he throws right back into Lux's face. But look at this teleport, flanking from behind. We got Dingle charging up, gonna go and gonna connect with RK Water Ski, and look at that damage coming through the Jinx ult into the Vex as well. Buggleberry Finn does get to the back line, almost blows the Lux up, but it's not enough. Low health bar on the Devil King, who does go down, but look at this Jinx. She's just excited. Rockets flying forward as Rainbow Samurai has to stop to die, and this Dragon is still up and available, and
it's gotta be dead now, though, right? Like this.
There's no way. There's no way it's not.
It's gotta be.
But
wow.
They push it back a little bit.
Yeah, I mean, the delay doesn't hurt. Doesn't hurt.
Sammy,
now he's got a lot of that gold went to Vex, which we're not gonna be mad about. I thought Jinx would have gotten more.
Yeah, in an ideal situation.
Yeah, certainly.
That would be a really fast game. Faker would just 1v5 at level 2 and the rest of 2. I feel like Executive Champs should play 10th seed of LCS for their spot. I think you're right. And we definitely have the connections to put that together.
We're going to make it happen.
We could do it at the drop of the hat. We've got Faker on speed dial.
Yeah, he's my best friend.
We're not supposed to have his number. But we do.
I am.
You are because you're best friends. I'm not supposed to have his number.
No.
All right, Jinx, just going to be a menace in this mid lane. Picking up a lot of money. I imagine VVSL is going to make their way to the mid lane as well. Just have the bot lane sitting mid, collecting money. His to be dumb. And he's your dad. Huh.
Yep.
It's pretty
That's
cool.
true, actually. I knew that already.
Oh, VVSal
That
ulting
one's-
in, actually. He's going to get feared away. Let's see. Very ballsy of VVSal to go forward like that. Now he's going to eat the Vi ult as well. Double King's going to come back in, but VVSal is actually still alive. I cannot believe it. Kaisa lives through all of that. Such risky plays. Now the rest of his team is here to help out, and that's a double kill for the set. Nobody's dropped yet on the side of Doggy Bone Goblin Zone. Sulfic pushed off. They're not going to do Baron, are they? Surely.
No, I don't think that they can. The Lux, even though the ult is down, the Lux means that a snipe is on the table. But we do have an interesting position where there are still some bounties on the map, despite the fact that the gold gap is closed. So picking up these, the bounties went away. Just kidding. Fuck me.
What was the
Well,
rest of
I was
that?
gonna say they gotta kill the tower really quick before the gold bounties go away, but they went away.
Well, it's a small window of opportunity.
All right, well, you know what? Whatever.
Okay, so
See
we
if I
just,
care. Don't.
the last bit of information we just took in was Two Town Gaming losing a fight to Doggy Bone Goblin Zone,
Correct.
which makes me think that they're gonna feel pretty good about fighting Two Town at Dragon, pretty much on spawn, and not turning this soul over.
Oh yeah, we're still in a it's anyone's game territory. Right. Absolutely.
Yeah, about 2K visible gold difference at the very least. Ooh, VVSal. Able to slap a little bit more damage onto Thor here. Buggleberry Finn is honestly 300 gold up on the Malphite. Probably feeling reasonably strong about taking fights up there. We've seen some stellar ults from him over the course of this game. Buggleberry really doesn't care if he lives or dies. And that's an important thing to feel. Okay, hold on. Ult coming in here as well. Jinx. Oh, good flash away. Keeps
still
himself
dead there.
alive for a little bit longer.
Oh, the
And
heal. Nope. All right.
not enough. On the other side, though, Lord Thor,
Going
maybe
back,
a similar
maybe?
situation. That exhaust is not going to help you as the Q follows you.
He be coming
VVSal.
in. It's Malphite.
Whoa!
That's dead.
That flash. He flashed on the charge. Still got the damage and the knockup up. This is every member of Doggy Bone Goblin Zone is right here. And I don't know if they've got the damage to win this fight. We've got Jinx getting those rockets in. Low health bars. Jinx is excited. Rainbow Samurai looking quite low, trying to hold people there, but it's not enough. And actually, Jinx really
Maybe
wants
going
this.
a little too far.
One
Oh!
more turret shot would have done it.
Clean. Clean.
So this is another thing I was thinking. 6 Void Grubs is an unrealized advantage unless you find yourself in a situation where you're hitting towers. That was then. This is now. Clearly, Two Town Gaming winning fights, able to push over these objectives. And I think we're going to see the first Baron that Two Town Gaming... Well, hold on. Let's not cast our curse anybody just yet.
Yeah, they're kind of
They
low.
are pretty low.
Buggleberry is a
Thin.
crazy person. Never count him out. Oh boy, that's a kill.
Devil King looking
No, it's
so
not.
low right there. No, it is not. Wow, and actually they retain aggro. Oh, Buggleberry's thinking about this. He's trying to pull them off, but he's just going to take a bunch of damage, get the shield right there. Kaisa actually going to go on to Lord Thor. Oh, and they do have to pull off the Baron. Good flash there from VVSal.
A
Wow.
W here might. Okay.
Yeah, I thought he was going to throw a W into that push for sure. Down 4,000 gold. Down 11 kills. No. 9. Wait. Down a mathematical amount of kills. Fuck all of you guys. Subtraction is hard.
I was just gonna let you sort of dangle there.
Thanks, man. Just got really defensive really fast. Hextech Soul. Up. And not all of Doggy Bone is going to be here. We do have Teleport on Buggleberry Finn, though. Okay, all of them could be there. The question is just going to be, will they be? Let's start this dragon up. Teleport's coming in.
TP?
The calls are being made to fight for this. That's Lord Thor getting some poke damage on. That's a pretty low-looking dragon. Hold on. Bandage toss connects. Can he get it? No, they cannot. Red team's going to get it. Now they've got Soul in the fight. Burst off right here. Buckleberry Finn going solo really early on. TRC is going to dive into the back line. Kaisa also diving into the back line. They are going to get one kill. They're looking pretty low right here. Who's the next target? Doesn't matter. Oh! Devil King coming in, but they're actually going to get taken down. It's a 3 for 3. Ooh, Arcade Waterski baiting them away.
He's gonna get out. He's gonna get out. Maybe.
Rainbow Samurai.
Bai's gonna over the wall. He's done. Say goodbye.
Cooked.
Yeah.
Cooked.
Absolutely cooked.
Now they don't.
So that's Soul point, or that is Soul.
Yeah. Yeah. That is Soul. Oh my God. Taking a moment to say, Droop Snoot, thank you so much for being the newest investor in the low budget LCS. That whole fight was dedicated to you.
Yes. In fact, everything I've done today, even though I didn't realize it at the time, is dedicated to you.
You've given us purpose, friend. Thank you so much.
I was wondering why I was doing the things I was doing, and now I know.
Okay, there are only going to be 6 LCS teams next year, which means that if they need, we can lend them some teams. Because
we got a couple of good ones right now. Or watch.
Yeah, exactly. I think. Listen, I would put either of these teams up against any LCS team. I don't know what would happen, but I would.
No, they would lose, but I would do it 100%.
100%.
I'd love to watch.
Absolutely. 8 auto attacks to take out these 2 pink wards. TRC really putting in the time here. Is TRC? No, I'm thinking TYC, the yogurt company.
What?
I was just thinking about what that could mean, and then I started thinking about the yogurt company. TYC, you ever heard of it?
I'm Googling it.
It's real. Pretty sure.
TYC Genera Premium Automotive Parts.
Huh.
TYC Sports, which is in Spanish.
Is there a chance I'm wrong?
More car parts.
No.
At this point, are you thinking of the Tibetan Youth Congress?
No, I'm not.
Okay.
No,
then I am actually certain that you're wrong.
Wait, fuck. What am I thinking
Hang on.
of?
You keep casting. I'm going to figure this out for you. Yogurt. TCBY.
That's what I'm thinking of. What is it, the best yogurt company? No, the best.
TCBY.
The best
Maybe
yogurt.
it's the country's best yogurt.
Oh, I like that. That makes
Looking
sense.
it up.
Bugberry Finn in a 1v3 right here. Let's see if he can do anything about this, but all the alts say no.
I was right. The country's best yogurt.
Wow, dude. And you've never even been there. And neither have I.
I've been to the cunt.
What? Rainbow Samurai ulting right here. Gonna get 2 targets. Everyone trying to show up to get some counter kills, but it doesn't look like they're gonna be able to. That zap's gonna land, and look at that. Look at that engage. Look at that damage. Devil King is just a trap. They do take him in the end, but is it worth it? I do not know. VV-Sal doing everything they can on the back line right here to survive. VV-Sal, though, the last member.
That's gonna be a Baron.
Okay, so second Baron. Elders in 3 minutes, but still a healthy base for Doggy Bone Goblin Zone. They need to drive the knife home and cut the heart of Doggy Bone Goblin Zone out and crush it so it can't be resurrected, which they've been unable to do so far. This push, though, looking pretty promising. Oh my God, they really feel it. They really feel it, dropping everything, not letting Buckleberry Finn get away. Although he does. The Samurai. Maybe trying to find another angle. Gotta watch out. They are definitively, 2Town Gaming is definitively running this map.
Yeah. Yeah, this is... I don't know what else Doggy Bone Goblin Zone can do here. Pray.
Yeah. Ooh.
I mean,
yeah.
a really good Amumu ult. So like a Wombo, right? Like a Mumu ult into a Silas Stolen, Malphite ult into a big set dunk, into a Braum ult, and then by then maybe a Kaisa with 4 items has killed everyone.
Yeah.
That's sort of like, I think, the end of those possibilities.
Probably. Spooky Man saying they got to keep Dingle Bailey on Vi. He's running this game. Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
If they're able to keep it within the bands, 100%. He is
that's
all over the place.
That's what I was saying before, right? Like the jungler is who's gonna make stuff happen anyway, and when you have a Vi with gold on them, like it's just twofold of I'm the person who has to make stuff happen, and I am in such a good position to make stuff happen. And they did the entire game. 9, 3, and 17. That's 26 of 30 kill participation. Comfortably highest kill participation percent in the game for his team.
It's massive. And
Yeah, they're everywhere. They're everywhere.
that's all going to come to a point in 36 seconds when this Elder spawns, and...
Yeah. Kai'Sa's hovering. Yep, okay. So Kai'Sa was just sort of hovering around base for a little bit, wondering if they finished their 4th item, and they did. So Kai'Sa has 4 items. And they just kind of have to, like I said before, pray.
Yeah.
Right? So Set's got TP and is pushing out top. Kai'Sa's got 4 items. Silas has Malphite ult right now. Okay. Can they make something happen here? This is their last chance.
Yeah.
Because if they don't win this fight, the game ends.
Set's teleporting on the flank.
Yep.
Let's see what they can pull off. He's coming
They're
around.
clumped.
He's going to
They're
find
clumped.
an angle right here. He's got the Vi. He actually hits all 4. Look at that. The Malphite ult. They're going, and they're making it happen. A massive engage right there as they eliminate the back line. And now it's just a 2v5 as Doggy Bone Goblin Zone have found a way back into this game. Dingle Bailey still living, and now it's just Solfic. Look at that. What an incredible team fight. Absolutely massive. I cannot believe how that just played out.
That's the only thing they could have done. Those things in that sequence of like a perfect flank and them clumping and then all of that CC being layered perfectly. Oh my god.
You can never count this team out.
Oh my, that was played so well. That's insane.
Just so crazy. Just so crazy. That was massive, and no hesitation from the rest of the team, right?
No.
Just...
I mean, but that's the benefit of being up 2-0 in a series, right?
Yes.
Like, yes, okay, you're down in this game, but you don't have to hesitate. Just go for it, right? You already have the sort of safety net of being up 2-0.
Yeah.
Go for the crazy high risk play. Go for the Hail Mary. And they got a touchdown.
Absolutely. Absolutely they did. Now the question is, you've got this buff for a short amount of time. What do you do?
You gotta
with
fight
it?
now. You gotta fight. You have to fight.
Dude,
You have to fight.
So
like I would
much.
even think about ulting onto that if I was VV Sal.
Yes.
Like that, like you gotta go.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you really do. You don't have Baron.
You don't have Baron, and the other team is pretty good wave clear. So if I'm TTG, I'm turtling.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah.
It's gonna be tough for them to die.
Yes, it's going to be really tough for them to die, and I think you're onto this, which is just like, you know, they've got wards that haven't been found out in the top side of the jungle. There's nothing to fight over. Literally, don't leave your base. Just
Yeah,
like
it's turtle time.
not worth it. And that actually, if Two-Town Gaming doesn't leave their base, I am not sure, like, what you do here. They're gonna drop everything onto RK Waterski. UV Style's like got an angle on top. Oh, look at this. Silas gonna go in, gonna try and find that assassinate. The Devil King is gonna get taken out.
Oh.
Okay, now the question is, they don't have waves. They just don't.
Yeah.
They've got one coming in here. They got one coming in.
But they have momentum now.
They do have momentum. They do have momentum. What we still need to learn, because that was their perfect team fight, right?
Yeah.
Like, can you win your not perfect team?
Yeah, what happens in a regular team fight?
Yeah. Yeah, just look at that. The way
And I still think it's bad for them, right? Like,
yeah.
you don't have Wish.com Malphite ult. You have real Malphite ult. Oh, that's a catch on the bronze for sure.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely.
Yeah, just out a little too forward.
Just a little bit. All right, they're going to take that portal away. They're going to back. But Baron is up. Baron is up, and actually they might not be in position to stop this take.
I don't think they can.
No, I think they may have mispositioned a little bit here. That catch onto Braum just putting them in a spot where they... Oh, but Two-Town Gaming might be scared off, actually.
Yeah, I mean, that's where the
Bugleberry
momentum
Finn.
comes in, right?
Oh, Bugleberry Finn. You are in danger. You're in danger right now, but TRC is around here. VV Sal is around here as well. That's going to be a flash, but the CC doesn't connect in that exact second. VV Sal looking for an angle right there. They are actually going to get a lot of damage onto the back line. Do we have the Kaisa ult to get into the back line? Let's see. That's going to be the Jinxel connecting with Bugleberry Finn. Bugleberry Finn is down. No one has died yet on the side of Two-Town Gaming, but Sulfic, now they're going to fall down. Okay, 1 for 1 so far. Jingle Bailey looking quite low. That's going to be the ult in from Kaisa. That's going to be another kill. I think that's the triple. Oh my god, they do it kind of again.
Oh my god.
And really, it's just VV Sal living through these fights, being so patient.
Build the statue. Build the VVV Sal statue
Yes.
outside of each house of the members of Doggy Bone.
They have absolutely earned it.
Zone.
Although Lord Thor,
Okay. Okay, they see the Lux E. Does
They're
the
gonna go
Braum,
for
the
the
Braum
steal.
could...
oh, they do it! They do it! They fucking do it! Once again, Two-Town
Was it the-
Gaming. Oh my
What
god, I
stole
think it was
it?
the Comet. I think it was the
I
Comet.
think it was the Comet too.
Oh my god, they do it again. Oh.
I mean, that's just heartbreaking, but unbelievably sick.
This is a game of just play after play after play. These are amazing. Oh.
Oh man, that's fun.
Someone you don't know says it best. I love economy.
Yeah.
Oh. So fucking good.
My.
That's amazing right there. By the way, Kaisa is full build now, I believe. I don't recognize that shuriken-looking item.
Yes. Yes, they are full build.
Okay. Hot diggity damn. Rainbow Samurai coming around. Sulfic.
They don't really have a ton of damage here, though.
No. And that's a... Wait, that's a flash and ult
Oh,
from
flash
Sulfic.
and ult out. Okay.
You gotta fight.
Now they gotta... Okay.
You gotta
push
fight.
their advantage. Yeah.
And I...
Push that wave top, Silas. Rotate down mid. Elder is up in 30 seconds. Both teams have to be ready. Malphite ult. Malphite ult, it's on such a short cooldown right now. It's gonna be up for the fight.
Yeah. Will they...
Or like right after.
Will they think about that, though?
I don't know.
Yeah.
Okay, so Silas is pushing. There's actually a lot responding to the Silas push on top. Okay, they're pulling back down to the dragon. So they need to have Malphite top to clear that wave, but everyone else needs to be around the dragon right now. They need to get vision. They need to be ready. And Malphite needs to be able to TP at the drop of a hat.
Yes.
He still doesn't have ult for like 10 more seconds, but there's no way that Doggy Bone Goblin's gonna
Look at the flank TP.
Is it another flank? Okay, there's the
Bugleberry's on the
Malphite.
run, though.
Good
The
from
rest
the
of his team
Malphite.
is not close enough to help him yet. That's going to be
Here's
him going down to half
TRC.
health. He needs the shield. That's going to buy him a little time. Look at that flash. Look at that damage. Jinx is looking so low. And Kaisa onto the back line. Actually going to kill 2 of them right there. Oh my god. VV Sal, like an angel from the heavens, descends onto the back line, cutting people down. Lord Thor actually able to get out right there. Very nice disengage. But is it enough? No, it's not, because the Vial belongs to Silas. And now Sulfic is the next target as they once again completely sweep all members.
That's the game.
That's the game. That's gotta be the game. They're gonna push forward right now. You just gotta tank everything. Look at that death timer.
They have a wave.
30 seconds. Bugleberry's tanking some of it, but they're just gonna go forward. And I think they did it. I think they actually did it. They
Oh my
turned it.
god.
I cannot believe
Oh my
Doggy Bone
god.
Goblin Zone won that. What the hell? Oh my god, they do it in 3 games. But what an incredible 3 games it was.
What the fuck?
That was insane. That was insane. Holy shit. Oh my god.
All right. Well,
absolutely nuts.
yeah. I mean,
God damn. Well, we gotta get the team in here for the commensurate
get them all,
finals.
everyone.
100%. Doggy Bone Goblin Zone.
Get in here.
Y'all can all come in here if you want. Wow. Really wild.
Congratulations, LeChance, on your Season 13 Economy Championship, says Lustforce.
Thank you, Lustforce. I
Please
really
give
earned
VV
this
Sal
one.
MVP. Yeah, I don't even think there's really a choice.
Yeah.
There's a lot of people coming in here because we have an 8-person.
Yeah. Doggy pile
Bring
in.
them all in.
Doggy pile.
Doggy pile
in.
Love it.
Ooh. Wow, that was
I
fun.
just like to thank Settle.
That was
Oh.
wild.
My God.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Wait a second, Bubble. You guys have a 9-person team. It's like you weren't counting me. In your...
Well, hey,
You're in here.
Huh.
you're in here, baby.
Huh, all
You're
right.
in
Couldn't
here.
have done it without you.
Well, thanks, man. I'm gonna choose to believe that as well. Let's get into it. Congratulations on that series, on that win for you guys being the economy champions. I want to start with game 1. That game was a pretty close one. Those first 7 minutes, I think there were about, by 13 minutes, there had been 7 ganks in the bot lane. I think it was that Plead the Fifth, you were the support for game 1?
Yes, sir.
Okay, VV Sal and Plead, tell me about game 1 where you guys just started getting heat thrown at you guys. Were you worried at all in that lane?
I wasn't worried at all, to be honest.
Cold as
I'm
ice.
thanks, dude.
Okay,
I'm
I
chilling.
want you to
dude.
know that is not true
Typical.
based in
That's
comms,
typical.
but yeah, sure, you can say
No,
whatever.
I was fine because like I had a CS lead and I'm Jinx, so like
You were just biding your
I
time.
was secretly winning but getting ganked all the time. It's fine.
That was
Yeah.
it seemed like they, VV Sal, if you go back and you watch the VOD, you look at the chat, you've been getting a lot of hype all night, and deservedly so. But it seemed like Two Town Gaming really came in with their homework done, and they were determined to kill you in the first 7 minutes of that game.
Yeah, I will say that they really did their homework because we have 8 players. Sorry, 9 players. So
Thanks.
We played with 8 of them tonight. But their bans made sense every single game. Like sometimes when you switch up your roster, people don't ban the right stuff. But no, they had Yumi for
Yeah.
RK Waterski.
Mhm.
They were banning the right things against Plead. They were banning stuff against Big Dog when Big Dog came in. So they were homeworked up for sure.
Yeah, it really felt like that. And speaking of doing your homework and homeworking up, have you guys been running these level 1 invades all season? Is there been a pattern
We're
to
cooking.
these?
We're cooking.
Yeah.
Every
Saturday,
game that we
let's go.
play, every single game that we play, we invade. Doesn't matter who we are.
Yeah, there was the one talk about in game 2, which was they have a better invade comp. They're gonna invade, so let's just wait for their invade right here. And it worked.
It
It
really
worked pretty well.
The defensive invade.
Yeah, as a defensive invade.
Yeah.
They beat us in the regular season, so we were pretty. We were Doggy Bone Goblin zoned up for sure, if I'm allowed to use it like that.
It's your word.
Yeah, it is our word.
The
Yeah,
rhyme
no,
is
they-
raw.
Did you call that game 2 invade? Were you confident that they were going to try and
Yes.
pull off the same invade that you guys did in game 1?
Well, I was calling a different invade, and then someone said they have a Nautilus, and then I was like, "You're right, they do have a Nautilus. They're coming bottom. Everyone go sit in that bush."
It was Todd.
Yeah,
That was
that was Todd. Yeah.
The game 3. Oh, so also, incredible thing that happened in game 1 was, of course, they're in the lead in the beginning of the game. You guys pull back. Things are looking really good for you guys. And then, after the pause, you guys go for this Baron, and they steal Baron and get Elder. What were comms like in game 1 when they all of a sudden take the 2 most important objectives in the game out of nowhere?
Everything's fine. This is what we planned. Stuff like that. Stay bored. Don't focus.
We have
Stuff like
Jinx.
that.
yeah, just chill. Don't overextend anywhere. Just waste both Baron and Elder, and then once it wears off, we just go in. So
So, calm, cool, and collected. I want to connect that to game 3, where you guys are, for lack of a better phrase, getting curb stomped up to a certain point. And
Harsh.
harsh but
True.
fair.
Very true.
We
And
didn't feel
then
that way.
like very similarly, like turning it on, turning the game on its head. We were trying to talk about like what are the ways for you guys back into this game while you guys were, you know, obviously trying to put yourself in a position to come back in game 3. Like, did the plan come together in the way that you wanted it to, or did you just see a sliver of a chance for victory and just seized it in that moment?
So I was playing Silas, so I took the Malphite ult, and then immediately we noticed that Malphite was away from the rest of the team. So the only tank that they had in their major engage was gone. So the squishies being together immediately we all just triggered, like, the moment we saw Malphite away from us. We just went in. So
Was that
There's a lot of
flanks?
shouting. It was mostly shouting.
yeah, a lot of shouting of go 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 go.
That's
like,
crucial, I think.
Yeah. So
Yeah, being as
Flanks in
loud
game
and as
3.
large as possible is the most important thing.
Mm-hmm.
We have a request. We're all gonna do a Doggy Bone Goblin Zone sound, and then we're gonna sign off. Is that cool for a request?
That's perfect.
Yeah.
All right. So LeChance, you're gonna go first.
Okay, easy. I'll just perfectly run back the one that I did before.
All right, guys. That's all the time we have. Thank you so much.
Oh my god.
Thanks, LeChance. Everybody,
You-
clip that.
You fuckface.
oh lord.
Dono alert.
All right. Well, thanks for coming on, guys. Congrats again for the incredible series. You will
Thanks,
all
man.
be receiving your Discord tags, which you will be able to keep until the heat death of the universe.
My life is complete.
You have allowed me to win my second championship by riding on a bench. I honestly forgot that I was on your guys' team for most of this season.
We didn't forget.
MVP.
Hey,
MVP. You're the
In
MVP.
a team full of doggy bones, you learned how to sit the best, baby. That's what we appreciate out of you.
Wow.
Sit, you could stay.
You
You're
can
the
sit, you
MVP
can
at prime.
stay,
You're a good boy.
you roll over, LeChance.
Good boy.
Whoa. Thanks, guys.
And on that
Yeah,
note of me being a dog. All right. Thank you guys. Seriously, congratulations again. That was a really exciting series to
Godspeed.
watch. You guys
Thank
earned it.
you.
Thanks, man.
Thank you. GG's.
Push my
GG's.
GG's. Two times
GG's.
good.
GG's. Good night.
What a series.
What a series. What a gag. And also big ups to Two Town Gaming,
Of
who
course.
immediately in League General were just like, you know, congrats. You guys deserve it. Like I think Two Town Gaming made this series
Oh, they played so well.
absolutely, and they beat them in the regular series, which, you know,
Yeah,
something that we did not know and we learned on the fly.
I knew that, but that's okay.
And I appreciate that you knew that and chose to keep it from me. I think that's really special.
Yeah, that was the purpose.
Well, folks, we're gonna raid someone because that's the polite thing to do.
Oh yeah, let's see what options are.
I think we gotta go. We gotta go Blue Audi.
Yeah, that's right.
Perfect. All right, well, thanks again, folks. That's a cap on season 13. We'll obviously be doing some off-season stuff as we do, but thank you so much for participating. All the players that took the time to participate in this league, we know that's not free. You know, obviously the league is free, but your time isn't, and the fact that you would take a minute to share some of it with us is really special. Thank you so much to all the captains out there of all the teams, anybody who helped with scheduling. Yeah, that really makes the league run on a dime and gives a whole shine to everything. And just going up the ladder as well, all of the staff at the Low Budget LCS, all volunteers. If you see a staff member in the Discord, tell them thanks. They do so much shit behind the scenes. This league would not be able to run in the way that it does without the incredible volunteers that we have at the Low Budget LCS. So many tickets, roster verification team, all the creative people. I'm not going to mention anyone specifically because there's too many people to mention, but seriously, go out there and thank a staff member. And thanks to Bigfoot for coming and casting tonight. This was a ton of fun, man.
Anytime, it is always a pleasure.
Beautiful. Well, yeah. I've been LeChance. I've been joined by Bigfoot. And now, we're gonna raid Blue Otter. A better streamer would have had this queued up, but now you guys have to sit here for a second. Oh,
Not better, higher budget.
perfect. Exactly. All right, folks. Peace out. Have a good night. Go give Blue Otter a shout out, and maybe even join us next season, season 14. That'll be in the Discord eventually. Peace, y'all.